Hey, hey. Well, I need my glasses this thing, huh? Hey, Cash. I don't know if you're still in here. Sorry about the time thing. I got this new laptop and I just didn't even bother to notice the time down in the corner. I just assumed it was auto set, but when I checked settings, auto was off. So it had the time all wrong for me to go live. Hey, T. Kelly. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how this all works. Okay, that ain't working. I'm trying to figure out how to mod people on here. Hmm. Thanks, T. Kelly. Hey, good Gumby. Thank you. Okay, it says our should have to do is cover. Okay, but that's not working. Okay, I want to mod, but it's only giving me block user or put user in timeout. Why is it not giving me the choice like it did before? Hi, the Shannon. Thanks for coming in. Hey, nonsense. Okay, it's not letting me mod. Okay, I don't get it. I'm over it. I cannot believe I messed up the time. I didn't even think to set that on this computer. I really didn't even think about that. My cat sitting here. Nonsense. Oh my God, you're my first. Oh my God, thank you. Yes, I got monetized in like 12 hours. That's all it took. I was surprised. Oh my God, you should have done that nonsense. Hi, I hate peas. But anyway, I just wanted to first off thank everybody who subscribed and who even bothers to come in and listen to me yap. You subs are amazing. You're just, I love talking to you. And to Nonsense, who has supported me and shouted out my channel every chance she could. Nanya, LG, and Uni shouted out my channel. Queen and played tidbits of a video. Queen Bee. Just so many creators, even Rabbit shouted out my channel. Um, you guys have all just been so amazing. It's I never thought I'd get here. I gotta see. I can't see without my glasses. I expect a good tater roasting from you now. Yeah. I was thinking about doing a yam because she's kind of orange, so thought it would match better. Thank you, Nonsense, so much. You shouldn't have done that. Thank you. Nonsense is my first super chat. Hey, AJ, thanks for coming in. Today I want to do a little bit about Veda, only because of, she just can't shut the hell up. But yeah, um, her maturity level is whoa. I mean, when you got to resort to right away calling people names, it's fine if you don't like someone. I mean, I don't give a crap if she likes me or not. To be honest with you, um, doesn't affect my life. It's deserved. You do so much for these communities. Oh, thank you, Nonsense. She when you have to start the swearing and the calling names, then that's it for me because that proves to me that you really don't have anything to say that's of any value, in my opinion. But I've been watching this TikTok guy, and oh, he's a whole nother kind of creature. He is a whole nother kind of creature. You can push those tater parts into a yam jam. Yeah, my daughter is upset because she wanted to stay up and do Tata, and I could. She's too little. I won't let her be on screen. But I do. I gotta let my cat in just 1 second. He's gonna drive me nuts. Go, sir, babe. Go. You're not coming back out now. Sorry, I'm at the pool doing my video. My cat, if I don't let him in, he'll sit here and nip at me until I let him in. He can't get out because we're in a screened-in room around the pool. He thinks he's outside. I don't think this cat could handle going out on the grass. I used to walk him on a leash, though. And my neighbors would laugh at me because I'd have this big ass cat on a leash and I'd be walking him. Hi, Bad Apple. Oh, I thank you, Bad Apple. Those tater tots. Oh my god. A good creature or a bad one? I'm gonna let you all decide about the TikTok guy on what you think. I know what I think, but that's just me. Cats are wild. Oh, this one thinks he's something special. The squirrels come down on the bird cage. They call it a bird cage down here, but I call it a screened-in room. They come up here and they'll start chirping at me because they want their damn peanuts in the morning, and he just thinks he's going to get himself one of them, but he can't get to them. Though he's big enough, if he did it hard enough, he could probably go through the screen. That scares me sometimes. Because in all honesty, I don't know if he'd know what to do out there. Because we have so many feral cats down here. I mean, there's feeding stations everywhere, and they go around, they trap them, and they spay and neuter them, and you can tell that they're feral and they've been spayed and neutered because their ears clipped, so they know. And we have wild animals down here. I mean, I don't live way out in the boonies, but we have wild pigs, wild boar, and those things can be whoa, and they're freaking huge. And we have a lot of snakes and gators. There's always gators in somebody's driveway. Hey, Saucy. Thank you, Saucy. I'm trying to figure out how to mod. It's not it. It's I should have to only click the dots, right? But it's not doing that. It's only giving me two options. I don't understand that. Hover over the name someone else told me to do. I don't know. It did it. I had no problem doing it on, which was weird, on the iPad. But no, I set it up through. I did it through my. It was my old laptop though. I don't. Oh, I didn't even put my banner on. Oh shoot. I better because Veda wanted to strike me over that uh, a cemetery video, and she couldn't because I didn't break any fair use. I didn't do anything wrong. Don't put it out there. Don't say something that's stupid if you don't want people to talk about it. And you're constantly insulting people. That was true facts. That came out of her own mouth. Usually you can hold down on the name, but it's been odd. I've had weird tech issues lately. Okay, hold down on the name. It just says show. No, I won't do it. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Okay. Yeah, it's not doing it. I don't know what it is. That's all I did last time. Was I just when I modded LG, all I did was hover over her name. But this thing is driving me nuts. This laptop. It's just not. It's only giving me two options. The potato wanted to strike you. Yeah, over that video, but she couldn't. Yeah, all it's giving me is put user and timeout, block user. I don't know. I might have to go in through my old laptop and do it. Nonsense. Oh yeah, nonsense. I hope your daughter's okay. I hope everything's okay. I'm not trying to get personal, but I do care about you and I care about kids. Okay, so you can hold down. That's what I thought. Hold down on the name. But it's just not giving me anything. All right. I think we'll be all right tonight anyway. If anybody comes in Saucy's here. She'll handle them. T. Kelly's here. She'll handle them. I'll have to go on my old. I'm gonna try to maybe if I bring it up on. Oh, I can't because I'm on Google or I'm through. Yeah, the iPad only goes through Safari. Yeah, that's gonna drive me crazy. I gotta pause that. Yeah, it's not gonna let me. Maybe I can do it through my phone. I don't know. I think we'll be alright. If she comes, if they come in, more the merrier. EKC went off on one of my friends on Twitter. I need to copy it. She went on a rant about how she's woman up instead of man up because it's discouraging to women. What? Does she even? I don't think she's capable of understanding it. Yeah, so I see. I got my laptop, and then it took days for them to send me a Windows key that would activate. Windows would not activate because the key was invalid. Then they finally, and I was so ready to put it back in the box and send it back, but then they gave me one that worked. And honestly, I probably should have sent it back, but I just didn't want to wait another 2 or 3 weeks. So I, I'm good with it. It'll work for now till I guess with the tight budget, that's what you get. I don't know. Maybe if I go into StreamYard on my phone, I don't know if it'll let me do it. But I'm going to start this video because she's annoying as hell. And I have some things I actually even wrote down, which I rarely do because I usually can remember everything. But I was actually not even mad. I was laughing so hard. I had to write a couple things down. But, and then we're going to get into the TikToker. He's a whole nother creature. He is a whole nother creature. Oh, I don't want to hide comments. Okay, I want to present. And thanks to Nanya, I can't believe how easy this was. And but thank God for Nanya. Okay, word out. Hey. Bring me back. Okay. No, we need to share content. No, not that one. This one? There we go. Wow, makes me little. Okay. I don't want to mute it. Why isn't it playing? Uh, can you guys hear it? Because I can't. Maybe I gotta do it here first. Okay, let's see if that works. There we go. I'm figuring sorry.
Proof about Judy and them lying about it. Oh, good. So what my friend did is she screen recorded the portion about Judy to prove that I never doxed Judy. That's great. I'll show that tomorrow night. All right, let's go. Let's go. Present screen. Okay, we're going to watch this for about 20 minutes, guys, and then I'm going to have to run and get dinner, and I'll just make another thumbnail, and we'll go live again. So if you want to come back, feel free to come back, and we'll just keep going because this is a lot of hours and a lot of exposing. But I wanted people to know where all of this came from, the real reason why. God, that's blinding me. The real reason why they masked.
Okay, can you guys hear that?
Okay, real quick before we start, can y'all hear me? Can you hear me right now? I want to make sure before I press play. and I'm going to speed up to the part. Well, you know what? We're going to start from the beginning and go. I won't have to stop as much because this is my own video technically now. So I won't have to stop every 1 minute to comment or anything. We can just watch it as is, and I'll stop, to, commentate in between, but I won't have to do it like as if I'm using somebody else's. Okay, well, let's go.
Okay, wait a minute. Why do you go live to leave in 20 minutes? If you know you got dinner coming, just wait till your dinner's over.
Someone decided, I have.
Okay, so what it looks like is this is probably midstream that she sent me. I'm not sure, but let's just keep going.
There you go, EKC. There's the link. Howdy, Missy. EKC, there you go. I'm so sorry. I don't know what the hell I was doing. It's back, and then we're just waiting for Jay Farrell. It's buffering.
It happens. I've done it too.
Okay, here we go. A Dizzle's in the house.
So if that happens, does it delete all the comments that you got?
It's on the other one. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Navy Vet. Thank you, Navy Vet. Right at the end, someone decided. I accidentally did it. I can't really. I can't take. I have to take responsibility because I'm the idiot. But I can't believe it. I went to highlight the and I zapped out. So this will be part 3. You're so new for this, Kia. I'm kind of a dipshit, and when hey, what are you doing? Look like
Hey, Aaron.
All right, so
you sign into my StreamYard on your computer.
Thank you, Nosy. What the hell were we talking about? I don't want to talk about that Jay Leno looking want to be.
Me neither. It's a buzzkill, nuclear. Right
She
there.
is ridiculous.
Well,
Okay,
I know what I need
she
to do.
is
Go to Beta Jade and not the video.
a certified lunatic. Okay, she's demented, and all she does is watch reality shows. You got to wonder about people that do nothing but are obsessed with reality shows. They're not real.
Oh,
Stop judging me.
Oh my God. And I just discovered,
I'm just kidding.
Dude, so supposedly, all right, so I was on Cops, okay? And I forgot, supposedly it's recent.
I'm going to back this up a little bit because I went too far. But yeah, she is a trick. She's a trick. She has never shown any receipts yet. I'm still waiting. I have been waiting and waiting. But
those 2 streams to upload onto my channel. That way they're there because they think that since they're not there, that all of their little
back. Go back. No. Okay. There we go. I don't want to watch her intro though.
and she'd say, if y'all would like to see any evidence of what I'm saying, you'll have to go look over on Facebook because
me go the whole way out and
it's too
everything
hard to
just
show
crazy.
evidence like you can on Facebook, on YouTube. So I went to look, and when I did, there was cut and chopped screenshots. They had framed Molly with a murder clip. They have done all kinds of stuff. So when I started my channel in November, I started doing a pre-recorded video showing everything that led up from the start beginning to the creators. If you haven't watched my very first video on this channel, it'll tell you everything that happened all the way pretty much up till now. So if you don't know recently what has happened, Molly had her channel mask reported. Hi, Reagan. And this is my thoughts on that. So y'all remember that for 8 months long, it's been donation scam, Letitia's a fraud, Letitia's a scammer, blah, blah, blah. And Katie Joy put that narrative out and just ran with it and went on and on and on and on and on for 8 months. No proof whatsoever.
Wait a minute.
They were saying that since Letitia wouldn't show her private documents of her lawyer and so forth, that she was a fraud and a scammer. So I watched a
number one, Katie Joy was not in this for 8 months. Quit giving that girl so much damn credit. She done said her piece. She apologized for it. Why are you still putting her in this? Y'all give her too much credit. No one lied. No one set anyone up. You've never proven anything. You've never shown one receipt. And where's all this outing you did? I'm still waiting. I keep asking you for receipts. I've sent you timestamps. I've sent you screenshots and nothing back from you. And the we'll get into the screenshots you're talking about. But why is it making me go out to start and stop? That's going to drive me crazy.
Girl released a police report. They were even filing police reports on Letitia, which this was more like a web report. And I saw that the police report did not match what the girl that filed it was saying on stream. She went on to Down the Rabbit Hole stream and was talking about how she had filed a police report on Letitia, and it did not match. The dates that she had said during that stream on Rabbit's channel did not match the dates on the police report that I had in my hand. And I was like, this is fishy as hell. So I realized after asking Letitia for the exact receipts from Cash App where this girl had donated that Letitia had been framed.
Listen, Vada. Yes, the dates were messed up in the initial report. You keep saying that first it was nonsense with all these people. Now it's Erica, is Judy Bills, and Danielle and everybody else. That's not true. You give Erica too much credit too. Look, the dates there were some things messed up. That was the initial report. However, there was a final report with the detective where evidence was given to him, allegedly, with the correct information. There really was police reports. You can actually get the report yourself if you don't believe all the ones that have been out here. You can FOIA that yourself, I believe. I mean, ask Betty. She'll show you how to do it. She can FOIA anything. But look, girl. Okay, we're going to go back at you, though. Do you realize how stupid you sound?
So I come onto YouTube, and they're still at this time in full-blown mode. This would be Uni Rock and nonsense, trying to claim that Letitia's a scammer. And so what we decided to do was go on Molly's channel, because that's where it all began. We figured, it all started on Molly's channel. We'll end it on Molly's channel. So me and Aaron went on to Molly's channel when she was still on YouTube, and we exposed nonsense and Uni Rock and all of them for framing Letitia, which is Ron's mother.
Whoa!
They framed a literal mom whose son's in a coma. So then we went live again to do part 2. Well, Molly lost her channels after that.
Oops, sorry, guys.
After we exposed them, they all reacted to it. Didn't show any. I think Nonsense reacted 6 hours to our first live, and another 6 hours to the second one.
They jump out every time I want to pause and stop. I have no idea why. When did you out anybody for setting up Letitia? When did all this happen? I've watched your so-called outing lives that you did. You didn't prove anything. Anything. And there was no mass flagging of Molly, dear. Get a new story. It's getting really old. If you call 23 retreats a mass flag, girl. And the scary part is she said she was a mechanic. Can you imagine? No.
They did not show any proof to debunk me, nothing. They even tried to say what I had was fake. I proved that it wasn't. And they're so butthurt about being exposed that ever since then they've been after us or anybody that supports Molly, especially me, because I outed them for what they had done. So ever since then they have been on a targeted campaign, and now they're trying to frame me. So what I thought we would do today, because they think that what I've noticed that they've been doing, especially nonsense, she's like, oh, she's in a self-admitted grave shooter. So what I thought, they think those lives are gone from Molly, and that, her channel's gone, so those 2 exposed lives are gone, so they can rewrite history and pretend nothing happened, that they didn't frame anybody, and they can turn it around and try to frame us with it. So what I did is I asked Molly for those 2 streams to upload onto my channel, which I will after this live. If you want to.
Who the hell ever tried to frame you?
Know what happened. After that, we never heard another stream about being a fraud or a scammer, because they knew they had no game with that, and that they were outed.
Who tried frame you for what? You had nothing to do with this. Do you know how you got involved in this? Because I do. You pretended that you were following Katie on Facebook. And you did. You stalked Katie on Facebook. But then you jumped on the hater train and you became a cater. And you seen that Molly and Katie were going at it. And that's when you went to Molly. But you had no skin in this game. You had nothing whatsoever to do with none of this. You inserted yourself into this with knowing very little fact and twisting and spinning stuff to suit your narrative. Are you kidding me? Set you up for what? It's like, you had no skin in this game, baby doll. Not a one.
For the exact receipts from Cash App where this girl had donated that LaTisha had been framed.
Why does this keep
So I
making
come
me
onto
go out
YouTube,
every time I
and
want to
they're
pause
still
it?
at this time in full-blown
This is
mode.
nuts.
This would be uni rockin' nonsense, trying to claim that LaTisha's a scammer. And so what we decided to do was go on Molly's channel because that's where it all began. We figured, it all started on Molly's channel, we'll end it on Molly's channel. So me and Aaron went on to Molly's channel when she was still on YouTube, and we exposed Nonsense and Unirock and all of them for framing LaTisha, which is Ron's mother. They framed a literal LaTisha. Mom whose son's in a coma. So then we went live again to do part 2. Well, Molly lost her channels.
Okay.
After that.
Wait a minute.
After
no one framed LaTisha. And what you're forgetting to tell people is that's his biological mother. You people never, ever talk about his adopted mother. The woman that raised him, the one he calls mom. You don't talk about his real parents because that's his real parents. The people that raised him, put food on the table, clothes on his back, and a roof over his head, and were there for him, that's who raised him. But while you were doing all this talking, did you ever once ask Molly, where's the money? Or ask LaTisha, where's the money? No, don't think so. I didn't hear it. Never heard it. But she was not set up. At least not by anybody that's been trying to get the truth out there. The facts of what really went down. Now, you might have talked to Molly about anything else because, that's your buddy.
Exposed them. They all reacted to it. Didn't show any. I think Nonsense reacted 6 hours to our first live and another 6 hours to the second one. They did not show any proof to debunk me, nothing.
Yes,
they even tried to say what I had was fake. I proved that it wasn't. And they're so butthurt about being exposed that
I have the video.
Ever since then, they've been after us or anybody that supports Molly, especially me because I outed them for what they had done. So ever since then, they have been on a targeted campaign, and now they're trying to frame me. So what I thought we would do today, because they think that what I've noticed that they've been doing, especially Nonsense, she's like, oh, she's in a self-admitted grave shitter. So what I thought, they think those lives are gone from Molly. And that, her channel's gone, so those 2 exposed lives are gone, so they can rewrite history and pretend nothing happened, that they didn't frame anybody.
Getting the heat for everything. All right, first off, Nonsense is not the one that did it. I put the video out just a couple days ago, and I'm sure other channels have it too. Bad Apple, didn't you say you have one? Put it out, please. Look, you said it in your own words that you went to the cemetery and took a dump. Okay, that's a gravesite. Those are graves. You don't put it out there if you don't want no one to talk about it. I mean, come on, why would you even put something so ridiculous out there on a live? I mean, that's a little TMI in my opinion. I really didn't need to know that you couldn't go to the bathroom. And isn't it convenient that both the gas stations up the street, the bathrooms were out of order, but you're a mechanic and you couldn't get to one. But you were a mechanic at one of them. Okay. I thought you were a computer programmer. I don't know. You confused me. But look, no one was lying about that. In fact, you're going to show it because you're going to sit here and review your own live, which is mind-boggling. Why are you reviewing your own live? I've only ever seen one other person do that, and that was Mallory, House of Williams. She just did that recently, mocking Summer, yet again with her milk video. It was pathetic calling it Summerfest. But yeah, she's changed. No, she hasn't. But anyway, that's a whole nother day. Veda, girl, is there anyone home upstairs? I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just so frustrating with you. And if you're going to call me a bitch and stuff, make it sound good. It's hard work to be a bitch. That's a title that's earned. It's really hard work, but not with you. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why it's making me go out every time I want to stop and start.
And they keep turning around and trying to frame us with it. So what I did is I asked Molly for those two strings to upload onto my channel, which I will after this live. If you want to see the full lives. Those lives got a lot of views on Molly's channels, and everybody got to know what happened. After that, we never heard another stream about being a fraud or a scammer because they knew they had no game with that and that they were outed. So what do they do next? They try to take Molly down. They were successful at mass flagging her and taking her down, and it was all in revenge. Some of the creators that were involved don't know this was the reason, but they gathered up and recruited a bunch of people that didn't like Molly to mass flag Molly, which I showed in my last 2 streams, exposing that and tagging Team YouTube in it so that they would know that what had happened with the mass flagging. They say that it's due to Molly's behavior that they reported and all the shitty things that Molly had done. No, they did it because they got exposed for framing her.
Okay.
So thank you, Plant Diva.
Wait a minute.
So that's exactly why they did it.
Okay. Veda, I'm going to be nice to you here, and I really shouldn't be, because you're about ready to get nasty to me. Listen and listen good. YouTube makes that decision. Believe it or not, we actually have no power, because had we had power, Molly would have been gone years ago. And don't you think all the mass reporting you all did that you claim don't happen when you had everybody flag Katie's videos, how many zillions of times, that without a crystal ball would have been taken down? YouTube themselves put out a tweet explaining that it doesn't matter how many reports a video gets. They review it. They make the decision. No one else. Molly took herself down. No one did it because you exposed anybody, because you haven't exposed nothing other than that you're a dumbass. And I'm being nice. You're a dumbass. You truly are a dumbass. Girl, when they were passing out brains, you thought they meant trains and you hopped on.
And I just wanted to go over the 2 live streams that they think are gone. I'm posting them on my channel so that Queen Bee and all of the creators that helped with the mass flagging can know the truth about why they mass flagged. They mass flagged because they were trying to get revenge. And this would also be good for Team YouTube to see so they can know where this all began, how they framed that creator, and ultimately took down that creator.
Oh my God.
So I asked Molly for permission to upload those 2 streams onto my channel. Those streams are not against TOS whatsoever. They are not on neither one doing anything that violates the rules of YouTube. So they can blow that up their ass. But lately, what's been going on next is I've been tagged over and over and over on Twitter. So I done a live the other day, and y'all knew I was at my parents' house and I was in like a white tank top. Well, they waited 3 hours into the stream to tweet me on Twitter, and this is Pork Chop. She's like, this is another stream full of boobs, literally. Well, somebody in the comments was making fun of my boobs, so I posted back and I said, be careful, Pork Chop. You might go viral posting shots of my sexy ass. I am sure you don't want that much attention brought to you. So now what they're trying to do since then, in revenge, Nonsense has been lying on her channel trying to say that I've doxed Penelope, which she did, and I've proved that, and she knows it. And she's also trying to say now that I've doxed Judy Beal, which I've never spoke to Judy Beal in my life, I would have no reason to dox her and didn't dox her. And if I flash something on the
First off, yes, you did. First off, Nonsense never doxed Penelope. I believe Lori Lane is a name she uses on YouTube. Okay? Nonsense could have doxed her and had every right to dox her after what they did to her, but she didn't. And I know for a fact she did it. And you keep saying this house, this picture was shown by Nonsense of Penelope's house. Girl, you've been sent the proof. That never happened. It was actually, I have it wrote down here. Yeah, I can't believe I took notes because I was laughing so hard, I had to write stuff down. Okay, mass flooding, that didn't happen. Lori Lane, that is Penelope. That is what Penelope goes by. That picture you're talking about being posted, Nunya admitted about that, and it was not a Penelope's house. It was what Molly, the picture Molly put out, the picture of House of Williams' house, you idiot. You really don't, you don't listen to nothing. People get on your streams and tell you, they get on panel with you and tell you, and you still don't comprehend it. Penelope's house was not doxed. The only one to put out a picture of a house and it was screenshotted and shared was Molly. Uh, Mallory's house, by the way. Oh my God. I see why people get frustrated with you. But you know, you act like a high school girl and you go, "Oh, I hate that bitch." Grow up. Aren't you married now? Grow up. And people are telling you that you're wearing stretched out tube tops that don't stay up. That's what they're telling you. And leave Pork Chop alone because Pork Chop is cool.
A stranger in the Erica lives that accidentally did, which Judy said I didn't. So if I doxed her, Judy would be the first to know it.
I have a message.
Then that's how that would have went, right?
I have a text message. You're wrong there.
When I
okay?
redid this stream, I went ahead and just posted this one screenshot because that's all that's needed.
Why is it making me go out every time I want to stop? You did dox Judy Bills, and she even had what you were showing it. You show a quick message here, but you're showing it so nobody can read it. It wasn't even to you. It was to someone else. In fact, I think I have that. And it clear you did dox Judy, and you have harassed Judy, girl. Leave that woman alone. Because I believe she even followed you at one time. But then unsubbed you on Facebook because of what you do. But yeah. So since you don't want to show it, I'm trying to find it here. I think I do have it. I'm not going to read people's names because I don't do that. It says, none of your business. I was able to prove that she is 100% Judy Bills. Judy Bills is Judy Bills. Erica is not Judy. All she had to tell me was prove it, which I could. She never denied she wasn't any of the accounts I called her out on. Johanna, none of your business. Danielle account that lied on Letitia. Daphne and Anna. And there's another. Okay. But I have one about Judy too. You're so wrong, Vada. You are so far left. It's not even. Yeah. No. Okay, here's the message you got right now that you're not showing people. It's really hard to. I'm going to bring it up on my iPad because I can't see it on my phone. I'm blind as a bat. You really, really need to get your facts straight before you come out here saying stuff, because you have no clue what you're talking about. Not a one. Oh, I forgot to add my intro. Menace, I want to thank you so much for all your help too. Menace of Sobriety. Go check out his channel. Check out T. Kelly's channel. Nonsense. Nunya. It's, yeah. He's been a big help. Now I can see it. I'm on my iPad. Okay, now this is actually from Judy. Hey, sweets, I saw Vada's video from last night. This is what she's showing you up here, but she's not showing you enough so that you can see it. I saw Vada's video from last night, early this morning, and I just wanted to take a couple minutes to thank you so much for having my back when my name was mentioned in the comments section. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. I also wanted to let you know, and I'm not going to read that part because it's personal. Yeah, I'm not going to read that. I just wanted to update you. I also wanted you to let Veda know I did join her Facebook earlier after watching her live, and then I left it right after. And that's why you're mad. But you've been after Judy. And you did dox her. So, yeah, Veda.
So, you know what? Let me read one more time just the comments
Why
of
is it making
today.
me
So
go out
today,
this? I don't
Nonsense
want to
went
stop
live,
it.
and of course, she has no life.
Maddie,
And
Patty,
no,
Pater,
she's.
Paul,
I think
Peter,
she's
Peter,
bored with
Peter.
LB and Justin because her goal was to take LB and Justin down next, along with me and EKC. But she's gonna have a hard time doing that because they've added us to. Y'all know that infamous list I made of the people involved in the mass reporting. Well, they made a list back of tragedy pimps.
There
They
was
added
no
my
mass
name, even though I've
reporting,
never
you idiot.
reported on any crime but theirs. So good luck with that.
Okay.
And that doesn't look like it's going to be working. So now they're trying to frame me as a doctor in real lifer so that their audience will come for me. So I wanted to debunk
you
that real
have
quick.
doxed.
So supposedly I've
Not a
doxed
thing.
Penelope, which you already did. You posted her fucking house, none you admitted to it.
No,
Then you tried to lie and say that y'all were talking
and
about
here
Lori
we
Ann,
go.
which y'all have believed
Here we
is
go. I
Penelope.
will reread you the message. Nanya did not dox Penelope's house. That the picture she's talking about is the one Molly put out of House of Williams. It has nothing to do with Nanya doxing anybody or doxing anybody's house. It's crazy. Girl, you really are that stupid. I'm sorry, it's mean to say, I know, but come on. Clearly, and this is from Erica to Molly. I was able to prove, none your business, I was able to prove that she is absolutely Judy Bills. Nanya is not Judy. All she had to tell me was prove it, which I did. That's some joke. Okay, there's other names in here, and then she's accusing them of being, they've been accusing Nanya and nonsense and everybody of being everybody, but Jesus. Hey, dear Krabby. Oh, thank you, dear Krabby. Hey, T. Marie. That's so sweet. Thank you, dear Krabby. This girl got it. She's just really.
All this time. So I went back to those comments in Queen Bee's chat and got the comment of where y'all were talking about Penelope, not Lori Ann. So nice try, dumb bitch. But here we are.
Why do you call names
so
like
then,
that?
and on top of that, they tried
no
to.
Point.
Nanya had done a video saying that I retweeted a tweet about who is it, Katie Joy, and that I wanted her mask flagged, and that I'm being a hypocrite. So they cut and cropped a tweet, a retweet. They colored in where the arrows go running around to make it look like I retweeted. And I told her in the comments of that video, and I said, I don't need no cut and crop. Post the screen recording of it. If it's true, post the screen recording.
All right.
That she screen recorded from Twitter of me retweeting that tweet. Of course, the dumb bitch didn't. So,
okay.
Now they're trying to frame me
You're
as
wrong. No one made it seem like you were retweeting anything. You can't fill that in, you dumbass. But you're wrong about that also. What you're talking about is there's lines, okay, that were in the screenshot. If you go back and look at the original the original comment, it's there. It's exactly the same. They weren't cropped, and that you did that with your fake receipts, so-called receipts that aren't receipts. But that's where your problem is. All you had to do was look. The lines are there. They weren't altered. Show the proof. We're waiting. Show the proof where they were altered. Because if you go look at the original, those lines are there too, you dumbass. I don't want to. Oh, it's hard. I don't want to resort to what you do. because I'm too old for that. But I don't know what else to call you. I really, truly don't.
As doxing Judy Bill. I don't know why they're trying to frame me with doxing and go in real life because it ain't gonna fucking work. Nobody is after Nonsense's real life, and if they were, she would well deserve it anyway because she has done nothing but go after Letitia's real life. She's doxed Letitia. She doxed Andrea McCrae. She doxed Marvon Jackson. She doxed herself.
Who did?
Let's see who else. Brittany, which is the Brittany that was Dre's old admin.
Okay.
So
okay, you're wrong.
come again with that shit.
Okay. All right.
Y'all haven't, unless you have proof of what you're talking about, don't try to accuse me of anything. So thanks to you, your nice little exposed streams are going to be.
Okay. Well, we have proof. Look, number one, Katie Joy's the one who outed Brittany's history on Facebook, by the way, of her faking to be an attorney or faking getting money. It's a whole mess. That wasn't nonsense. And how do you dox yourself? Because I haven't seen nonsense dox, not a soul, not a single person, other than to show her face, because your friends were going to dox her. And yes, you've doxed. You've given full names. You are going down the same dark alley. And maybe you need to take a step back. I don't know about showing you anything because it wouldn't matter anyway. I don't think you can comprehend it. I just don't think, that elevator's stuck down there and it's not even budging a little bit. You're exhausting.
Back on my channel for everybody to see what you did.
What was done? Where's your?
But anyway, let's go over these comments one more time.
Anything.
And I'm going to I'll leave myself up just in case with the volume stuff.
Oh, that's my comment?
Let's see. Is this the one I want? Okay, yep. This is where I started. No one is digging in your real life. So quit lying on me. She's a fucking liar, which I'm talking about Erica. So sit the fuck down. No one has done shit to you. And that's an absolute fact. Nobody has doxed her.
What?
Okay. Then we move down and let's see. I said bye. Let's go to let's see. I don't have these in order, guys. Sorry.
No surprise.
So real quick, she started with this a couple days ago. I'm not really sure what she posted, 2 screenshots of Erica's post on this. And she says, I'm not really sure what they're all up to at this point, as I refuse to even attempt. I understand insanity with that group. I doxed already, and here we go. I guess I are still getting to decide who gets credit for doxing me. Not exactly sure what point it is, but this is the craziest crap for nonstop months. Now let's go over the nonstop months. The literal thing that she's been doing. Anytime me and EKC, I've been on EKC's channel a couple times, and what do you know? The next day she goes live in revenge to try to say we're going real life on her. She's trying to frame us just like she did Letitia and Molly and Justin and Elle. It's not going to work because I'm about to out you again. What? All right, let's see if screenshot. Let me find the number 2. I have them numbered, so that's good. Let me get to number 2 real quick.
Framed you for what?
That way, we're in like some sort of order. Maybe I don't even have fucking number 2 on here. I'll go up here to number 2 then. All right, so the second screenshot is Kathy P. Beta, oh, yes, you did. And she's talking about over here where I said no one is digging into real life. She goes, oh, yes, you did. You've tried. Now, this bitch right here just instigates and instigates and instigates. She literally was shit out of Nonsense's ass. She says the same things as Nonsense. She goes and just tries to instigate and tries to start shit. So I said that was Erica as usual, because at that time, after I made that comment, Nonsense was on her stream saying something else about Erica. So then her mod says, what do you want? And up here where Kathy P says, Beta, oh, yes, you've tried. And I said, prove it, bitch. I was talking to Kathy P. And then someone over here, which I don't see it now, but I can go back and get it. They were asking where the money is, and I told them to stick the money up their ass.
No, you didn't.
And then we get to...
Okay, first off, honey, I've sent you timestamps. I've sent you screenshots. You've never responded other than to call me a bitch. Which, thank you, that's a hard-earned title. That's the best you got. I'm shit on nonsense. I don't say the same things nonsense does, other than repeating the same things everybody's been repeating for 8 or 9 months. The facts that are out here. We can't help you, can't comprehend that. That's solely on you, sweetheart. Solely on you. Oh, you can't even get mad at her because the stupidity is astounding. Why is it doing this?
This one. I said, no one wants you
Now
attacked.
help.
Stop.
What do? It keeps making
We
me
know
laugh
it was
every time
Erica. I did
pause.
not try to dox any fucking body or to dox fucking Judy, you lying bitch. And then over here, I said,
You did dox Judy.
Up here, you'll notice they're really butthurt about my list of people that mask flags because this person says, oh, and by the way, Vada, take your list on your way out.
Yeah.
And I said, we know it was Erica. I did not try to dox
way.
fucking Judy, you lying bitch. I said, quit lying. Because nonsense is up on her stream now trying to say that I'm not only going to real life after her, that I've doxed Judy that I don't even know. Okay. So here we are here.
Okay.
So Vada J, do you like leggings? I don't know why they were asking.
I just read you all the thing. She did put Judy. In fact, she just showed you the message with Judy's whole name and everything. So she did dox her. No one's making anything up about Vada. Vada, you, hey, Cash. You aren't that important. You're not anything in this whole scenario. Do you understand that? All you are is a Molly simp. Yeah, on my computer, Cash. But it's making me go out every time I want to pause this stupid video. It's driving me nuts. Anyway, Vada. Girl. When you resort to nothing but swearing and name calling, that means you have nothing. That's all you got. You still have not shown any receipts. We have been waiting now. When did you do your first video? Still waiting? You keep asking for proof, for screenshots, for timestamps. You get them. You just don't either watch them or pay attention to them. I'm not sure, or both. I mean, you've had people on your panel tell you something as fact, and you still run with, okay. All right. Girl.
Asking me that. Oh, here's that question about the money, so I don't have to go look for it. At Vada J, answer the question, where is the money?
Yeah, where is
and
the
I
money?
told them, I said, shove the money up your ass right here.
And that means
where did
you
I
know
put
nothing.
That?
And you have nothing.
Maybe it was on the first one. No. Second one. Okay, right there, I say at the very bottom on the right corner, I say stick the money up your ass. And then we get to Nanya's big fucking mouth. Let's see what this cunt has to say. Where are you? I said, fuck you, Kathy P, and nonsense, bye. That was the last comment I made, so this must be one of the last ones. I said, you have no clue what you're talking about, nonsense. You know damn well I'm not after your real life. Frame someone else. So Nanya comes back with, she said that I was framing Judy Bill. I read that comment earlier, but let me find it. She was accusing me. She pops up out of nowhere and says that I'm framing Judy or doxing Judy Bill. I don't even know Judy Bill, so she knows that's a fucking lie. But anyway, she says, it's on your life. Go back and look at what you've done. Or would you like for me to put out your second dox? She's referring to Penelope because I outed them for doxing her. And I said, I haven't and wouldn't intentionally dox anyone. And she said, this girl down here says, for some reason, I want to rub your nose in the ground. So then over here, someone says, if you took time to watch nonsense videos, you would know about Erica. Yeah, I did watch nonsense's videos. And you know what's ironic about that is she posts all these DMs and does a whole stream about her messages with a Summer Lopez account that's supposedly Erica. But nowhere in those messages is Thunderdome mentioned, the Cranes mentioned, anything Erica would normally talk about mentioned. No screenshot, hundreds of screenshots aren't there. Just saying. And the reason why I think Erica works for Nonsense is because Nonsense was live one day. She was talking shit about Molly and Justin, and she accidentally said Katie's name. And then backtracked. She's like, no, Katie, if you're watching this, I'm not talking about you. Like, she got real scared and kind of backed up. So I went live a couple days later, and I said, it seems that nonsense is scared of Katie Joyce, who I'm referring to. And
what?
So what do you know? Erica's in Aaron's DMs trying to get her to put out messages.
Okay. Look, no one works for Katie Joy. You give Katie Joy way too much credit. They don't even know each other as far as I know. They don't have much contact that I've seen anyway, you know. Apparently you've got sources that clearly aren't telling you the truth. And we all have heard and know about Erica. That's your problem. You keep her. Okay? You're the stupid ass that made friends with her. You and Molly, and believed the crap she told you instead of listening to the facts. That's on you, baby doll. But nobody works for Erica.
Between nonsense and Erica talking shit about Katie Joyce. So I guess it burned her that I said that, so she put Erica up to going over there and doing that. Okay, and I just wanted to also show y'all why this theory of mine is my theory, which I could be wrong.
You're wrong. You're very wrong.
All right, this is the first email sent to Molly from Erica. Fuck you, Erica. I don't give a shit about your fucking 19th email. And then over here on the right is the day Nonsense started her channel. So Nonsense starts her channel on the 23rd, July 23rd, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same day that Erica is emailing Molly for the first time. Anything? Does that sound fishy to y'all at all?
Boy.
I know Nonsense hates Erica. That's fine.
Well, wait
but
a
that
minute,
doesn't
you
mean
just
that,
said you
like
would- wait a
today, what
minute.
she did today, she knows
Wait a
Erica's a
minute.
fucking
You
liar.
just said-
And
didn't
she
you
straight
just
up
say-
used her as a weapon to try to frame us.
Didn't you just say that Nonsense was working for Erica? And that they're, what? Now you're saying you know Nonsense hates Erica? Do you know how confusing you are? You have yourself confused, don't you? You truly have yourself confused. You can't even keep up with the stuff you say. My hair is still wet. But anyway, yeah. Okay. Oh, this computer. You drive me nuts, Veda.
Same thing with Goose. You know,
Goose
same thing
did
with
do
Doxy
stuff.
Goose. Erica haunted Nonsense back from the Facebook days about Vaughn and Dre. I think it was way before that. I think it was a lot of stuff way before that.
You've had these people
I talk very
on your
fast.
channel
Okay,
that
I'll
tells you
slow down. What did
Nonsense is
somebody
not
ask,
them
Jesse?
and not connected to them or
I'll slow
following
down.
them or
I
anything.
do talk fast.
And you
It's
don't
because I
believe it.
don't want to bore y'all. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Both Nunyas are gross. I don't know the other Nunya.
What? There's something you don't
That's
know?
absolutely true. They
Mhm.
try and play victim. They like attacking people online because they are absolutely terrified of people in real life. Yes. And I always tell Nonsense, you have to have, she accuses me going after her real life, but she's also accused Molly. She's accused Goose. She's accused Aaron. She's accused Elle. She's accused Justin. Then it finally got to me. So which one of it is? Which one of us is it, bitch? Nobody believes your ass. Nobody believes you about the CPS call. Nobody believes you about your husband coming down in the comments or someone under your husband's name because nobody's seen that shit. I was there during that live and it never fucking happened.
Yes, it did.
She's a fucking lying bitch, literally.
You're lying.
Okay. Anyways, but they don't watch my streams, but they have
No,
enough
you're
time
the one
to
who's
wait
got
and
everybody,
see
but you don't watch
for a spot where
Nonsense,
I've got
right?
somebody. Fucking dumb cunts.
And that's
Anyways.
the best you got. That file
So
line.
what I thought we would do today, girl, you are not at all mourning.
Okay, look, Data. When you resort to the C word and everything else, not only does it show your immaturity, but it really shows that you don't know what you're talking about and you don't have anything. And yes, all that did happen. I was actually there in the chat, by the way, during that live. They did go real life on Nonsense and still do. They did everything she's claimed. And she's proved it. And she doesn't need to show you anything about the CPS call because you know what? It's none of your damn business. It's really none of your damn business. because you're not important in none of this. You don't matter at the end of the day in none of this. You are nothing but a simp. You are being used because you're easy to manipulate, and you really think you're doing something here. That's what's even more mind-boggling to me, is that you actually think you're doing something here. Just think what you could accomplish if you really do something. Because so far you have done nothing, honey.
Boring. I don't think you even could be. I feel like I am sometimes. I try not to bore y'all. I feel like after that stream got shut down, y'all been waiting so long that I gotta hurry and catch up because y'all have already heard half of this. So I just wanted to catch everybody that hasn't seen it up. All right, who's ready for the good stuff? So what we're going to do first is we're going to go over the first stream, and we might take breaks because I'm going to go get dinner before 9 Eastern Standard Time. What time is it now?
You're going to set a timer?
It's 8:05. So we're going to spend 30 minutes, right?
Wait, you said 30 minutes at the beginning of this live.
We're going to spend 30 minutes going over. Okay, I haven't explained this part on this live. So when me and Aaron went on Molly's channel, we spent 2 streams, part 1 and part 2, and I didn't feel like redoing all of that. So I asked Molly, since you're not on YouTube, can I have those 2 streams to upload onto my channel? That way they're there, because they think that since they're not there, that all of their little crew that they've recruited won't know what they've done. So Queen Bee and them, I want you to know what they've done and how they framed Letitia. Because it seems like the Thunderdome people and none of these people know what happened. So I want them to know. So part 1 is going to be showing Katie's portion of what Katie's done. Okay. And then part 2 is going to bring more of nonsense in and her little part in it. How many of you guys, will you let me know if you put a 1 in the chat if you watched 1 or both of those streams on Molly's channel?
Okay. She doesn't realize that Katie has been out of this for a very long time.
Let me know. Okay, 1, you've seen it. Okay, how many of you have seen those 2 lives from Molly's channels? One of them was called, I'll tell you what the titles were. One was called Vada, J4L, and EKC Part 2, Dre McCrae. And the other one was called...
You never showed anything.
Okay, the other one was called...
Where's all these receipts you have?
Sorry. I got
Where's the money?
Messages hanging up here. I just got to make sure. Here we are. Let me see what the second one was called. The second one was called... Come on.
Now she's going to start reviewing herself. Yeah.
Beta and EK. The second one is called Veda and EKC Go Live with the Receipts. So if y'all, okay, you saw them both. I saw first part only.
Receipts? You didn't
I may have seen parts of the streams. Okay, 1 only. You didn't see either. Okay, then this is good because a lot of people want this broke down, and I want to explain to y'all. This is going to explain my theory of why they took Molly down. It wasn't due to Molly's behavior. It was due to the fact that they got exposed and they wanted revenge.
We did not take Molly down. Molly took herself down.
Ask for proof. Do y'all have proof that Letitia frauded anybody? Do you have proof that she scammed anybody? It's just like, no, go file police reports. And the other day, nonsense is like, oh, is there an investigation on Letitia? I can't say. Is there an investigation on Molly? I don't know because I'm not the police. There's no investigation on Letitia. There never was. Do y'all remember the December 6th court date that Letitia probably, supposedly had for the Danielle girl who filed the police report about her donation? Y'all remember the December 6th court date that was in November that her and Unirock went live about and said that there was a December 6th court date? There was no December 6th court date. They did that due to my first video. That's why they did that. They were mad because they knew what was coming. So
okay, first off, girl, don't flatter your damn self. You're not important. Okay? There was an actual police report. You can FOIA it. You can get it. It's out here. A lot of people have had it and showed it. There was an investigation. There was a summons issued. All that is go to the police department and get the info because you're sounding really stupid because nobody lied about it. There really was all this done and there was a date. What happened to it? What happened with it all? I don't know. You're right about that. I don't know. But it really did happen. And you can FOIA this stuff yourself. Like I said, if you don't know how, I'm sure Betty will show you because she FOIAs everything. She probably already got your background check too, by the way. She probably knows about the cemetery stuff that now you're claiming is a lie. It's not a lie. Yeah, so what we said, a grave. It's a cemetery. You were in a cemetery. Regardless, it's wrong. With your Burger King napkins. But anyway. That was all true. There was police reports filed by multiple people. Not just one. Multiple people. There was an actual summons issued. What happened after that? I don't know. And Letitia ghosted Marv. Wonder why. And no, people did not get refunds. But if you want to see it,
They
there's
created a
tons
fake
of videos.
court date.
You know,
Now, I just want to remind y'all what they did to Letitia, okay?
what'd we do?
They posted her address as a fucking thumbnail.
Who did?
Caused her to have to move.
What?
Nonsense doxed her
No, she
on
didn't.
purpose and allowed her to be attacked by her Facebook group.
That's not true.
Let's see, what else did they do? Oh, they lied on her like crazy. They lied about her background, accused her of money laundering when she doesn't even have a criminal background. They've used her race. They've used everything. Her race.
Girl. Okay, you truly know you don't have the facts of this story at all because Letitia's criminal record was put out there, unfortunately, and everybody knows who put it out there. And it wasn't nonsense. It was without a crystal ball, and she does have a criminal record. You're wrong, and yes, there was fraud charges on it. Read it yourself. I'm sure Katie still has it up somewhere. If not, someone else does. Or, you know what? FOIA it. I'm just, you're wrong. I've never seen anybody use Letitia's address as a thumbnail. So please send me that thumbnail. Because she had to move because of it? No. Hi, Lorraine. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. And thank you for coming in. But girl, you're wrong. If there is a thumbnail with an actual address, please send it to me because I've never seen it. And I pretty much watched, at least not by anybody that I watch. I've never seen Nonsense put an address in a thumbnail. I've never seen Uni put an address in a thumbnail. I've never done it. I don't know who you're referring to. Where's your show us? You're saying all this stuff. Letitia doxed herself. No one caused her to move. If she moved, it was of her own accord. And for her own reasons. Maybe you should ask her about it. I don't know if to tell you the truth. You seem that you claim you have such a good relationship with her. But you were getting Letitia and the stepmom, Wynette Jackson, mixed up. Because you were talking to Wynette Jackson, not Letitia, but you were claiming it was Letitia. So, again, show us this proof you have of all this happening because I've been following this since the start, and the only person I've seen put out the criminal history was without a crystal ball. And you know that. And you know that. I don't know why you're lying. But you are outright lying. Not misinformation. You are outright lying. And that I have an issue with.
Her finances, anything you can name to frame somebody with, they used it. And I'm talking about Letitia Bias. That's Mom's
wasn't
mom.
framed.
Right. She is the lady that was, hi, Jessica. You're welcome. And I'm which I know this is to show you guys. I don't give a damn about really Queen Bee and them seeing this because they're just gonna deny it and deny the evidence just like they did with the mass flagging.
What?
Oh, it's not mass flagging, but yeah, we all shared the fucking tweet.
Okay, 23 shares is not a match.
It was so bad. But so y'all get a little bit of Katie Joy today. I know some of you watch Katie Joy content. If you don't know who Katie Joy is, she's the devil who likes to frame priests with child molestation. That's who Katie Joy is.
You're stirring up the caters because you're one of them.
Yep, they doxed her lawyer. I can't even remember all the things they've done to her.
Okay, first off, I don't. Okay.
So what I did, they tried to frame her as a thief and a fraud and a scammer because she didn't want to give them the actual order of her trying to get visitation rights to her son because it's none of their fucking business and they didn't donate anyway. Why would you give complete strangers that didn't even donate receipts for something that's none of their fucking business?
Okay. Why would she give them to you when it's none of your business? Because you didn't donate either. In fact, you weren't even involved. And baby doll, there was no court order. There never was a court order for visitation. Nothing to this day has ever been filed in court for visitation by Letitia Bias to be able to see her biological son, Marvin. Dre is herself. And I believe Dre because Dre puts it all out there. She don't care. She tells it how it is. I mean, she doesn't hide anything. She herself has said many, many times that no lawyer has ever contacted her in any way. Not by phone, not by mail, not by anything. There's never been nothing filed in court. There was never no lawyers talking to each other. You clearly have less than a half a brain cell. Because I do think you know some of the stuff you're saying isn't true, but you're good with it. And that's what's bad about you, is you're good with outright lying. Because if there's a court order and anything was filed in court, please show us because I myself have checked. And there was never nothing filed, ever. Okay. I'll let you continue. Okay. You sound stupid.
Yeah, it was Supergirl. And I was like, oh no, this bitch ain't doing this right now. Nope.
Why do you resort to name calling?
So let's watch the first one and react to it with Katie Joy. Let's see which one is. That's the second one. I'm going to exit out of that one or it's going to get confused. Some of this might be missing, but hell, it's 2 hours anyway. At least it's here.
Okay, wait a minute. I got a question for you, Vada. I want you to answer this one because you never answer none of the questions that I ask you. You never respond when you ask for stuff that I send you, that I have sent you in the past, but you blocked me, so I can't now. But anyway, what is your hang up with Katie Joy? Why you give that girl so much space in your head? Did she ignore a comment or something you made on one of her Facebook posts or something, and it hurt your feels? Because it can hurt your feelings when people ignore you in chat. It can, and that's okay. That's okay. But you give her too much power. And Katie has not been a part of this since the beginning. Yes, in the beginning, she did Katie. But one thing I will give her is she came out and told the truth and apologized a couple times. And then started showing the facts. Do I agree with her putting out Letitia's criminal history? No, I don't. Didn't when it happened. But it ended up being, unfortunately, kind of relevant, really. I mean, but you're blaming all the wrong people. Did Katie Joy hurt your feels? Is that the situation? Or did you know by being a cater, because she probably hurt your feels, that you would get people to watch you? Because you use her all the time, but you don't really show anything. let's get back to you because I want to end this so I can actually do something else because you are stressing me.
Katie Joy's the reason why I found Molly last summer. Me too. I didn't even know who Molly was until Katie Joy. I mean, I had watched the wife swap, but I didn't know that that was her from the wife swap.
You seen an opportunity and took it.
All right, so are y'all ready to party? We got a party for me getting 1,000 subscribers.
Oh,
Yay.
Congratulations.
Oh, and if you'd like to leave a super chat, I just now got 1,000, so I have to get an email or something from YouTube. I don't know how that works to monetize my channel, so there's no buttons to
since your very first video.
Cash App me or PayPal me. So you'll have to, my links are posted in the chat. There's my PayPal and my Cash App if you would like to donate that way, and then I'll give you credit as we go. Because there's just not a little $ button to leave me a super chat, because I'm not monetized yet. So it doesn't give me that option yet. So if anybody would like to, let me know.
Think about this one before you monetize it.
Let's go. All right. Becky denies her association to KJ so much, it's a tale. Oh my God. Ice Crotch 1 and 2. There's no way of denying that.
And nonsense. We're never.
I know. I didn't know it. I was like 15 behind. I was 15 behind when that happened. Let's see what it says real quick. I just want to see it again with my own eyes. I got it. I got it to 1,000.
Well, you know what?
And nonsense, it's all over exposing you. Isn't that great? I bet that burned your ass.
No.
Thank you.
No, it didn't.
Okay, let's see. Let's go to share screen, and I want to make sure y'all can hear me now that I've swapped computers, because I have my little. Okay, and my friend told me to make an Amazon wish list. I got to figure out how to do that. But when I do that, if y'all would, rather do that,
you're gonna do an Amazon wish list already. Didn't Mom tell you?
We're gonna start. It's Erica J. I feel like I need to. Just
you did a picture on when you had
That's what we're gonna do. In this live, I explain from the very beginning what happened with the whole Marvon story.
That's scary.
Thank God. Okay, so someone else sent me proof about Judy and them lying about it. Oh, good. So what my friend did is she screen recorded the portion about Judy to prove that I never doxed Judy. That's great. I'll show that tomorrow night.
You did
All
that.
right, let's go. Let's go.
You don't think by using someone's full name and stuff?
Okay, we're going to watch this for about
Marie.
20 minutes, guys, and then I'm going to have to run and get dinner, and I'll just make another thumbnail, and we'll go live again. So if you want to come back, feel free to come back, and we'll just keep going, because this is a lot of hours and a lot of exposing. But I wanted people to know where all of this came from, the real reason why. God, that's blinding me. The real reason why they mass flagged Molly. I know why they did it. Nonsense wanted revenge. And so did dipshit over there. What's his name? Unispin.
And you know why we were talking about the leggings? You were asked about the leggings because you talk nonsense. And you think you got some.
Share. Okay, real quick before we start, can y'all hear me?
Unfortunately.
Can you hear me right now? I want to make sure before I press play.
Oh.
And I'm going to speed up to the part. Well, you know what? We're going to start from the beginning and go. I won't have to stop as much because this is my own video technically now.
You're going to review
so I won't have to stop every 1 minute to comment or anything. Okay. We can just watch it as is, and I'll stop.
She's going to review herself. She's mind-boggling.
Okay, well, let's go.
Let's do it. I'm ready. Oh, we have to listen to her? Jeez.
Right at the end, someone decided,
Okay, so what it looks like is, this is probably midstream that she sent me. I'm not sure, but let's just keep going.
There you go, EKC. There's the link. Howdy, Missy. EKC, there you go. I'm so sorry. I don't know what the hell I was doing. It's back, and then we just waited for J Farrell.
Right there.
It's buffering.
It happens. I've done it too.
Okay.
Oh, now we got a fourth.
Hey, Dizzle's in the house.
So if that happens, does it delete all the comments that you got?
It's on the other one. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Navy Vet. Right at the end, someone decided. Well, I accidentally can't
Come
really.
on, now, y'all gotta admit,
I can't take. I have to take
brainless
responsibility because I'm
hair
the idiot.
and
But
just on and
I
on.
can't believe it. I went to
If
highlight
we
the what do you
reported
call it,
them,
and
I don't think they
out.
have a brain
So
cell
this will
amongst
be
them.
part 3. You're so new for this, Kia. I'm kind of a dipshit, and when I'm, hey, what are you doing, little puggy?
Hey, Aaron.
All right, so
Can you sign into my StreamYard on your computer?
thank you, Nosy. What the hell were we talking about? I don't want to talk about that Jay Leno looking want to be.
Me either. It's a buzzkill, mood killer. Right
She
there.
is ridiculous. Okay, she is a certified lunatic. Okay, she's demented, and all she does is watch reality shows. You gotta wonder about people that do nothing but are obsessed with reality shows. They're not real.
Oh,
Stop judging me.
Wait a minute. Did Molly just say that? I forgot Molly said something that stupid. Who's obsessed with reality shows is not real. Molly, you still self-reflect a lot. I know who y'all are talking about. And that's how she makes her living. That's what her YouTube channel was built on. And she's actually doing really good. She's got a lot of subs and she makes some good money, I'm sure. Something you couldn't do, Molly. Not the right way, anyway. But you live in a reality show in your head. Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow. They give Katie so much power over them.
Oh my god! And I just discovered
I'm just kidding.
dude.
Yeah,
So supposedly, all right. So I was on Cops, okay, and I forgot.
That's a reality show,
It's
Molly.
resurfaced, and what's her name was.
All right, I'm gonna forward to the parts. I think we get
It
started.
was called Vegas. It was hilarious, and I remember when it was on, and that was god.
And public what an indecency, some bullshit.
What?
That was what that ticket was. And when I got to court, my face turned purple. The cop was like, "So you were swimming naked in?"
I'm telling you, you feel more empowered.
All right, nonsense. Since you want to keep lying and say I shit on somebody's grave because you thought these streams were gone, here's the proof you're a fucking liar.
I thought the stream was
That way.
gone.
The only thing I've ever gotten in trouble was for indecent exposure when I went into the chicken run naked.
Were you taking a shit on someone's grave? I mean, I have to know that much.
So I'm out in the middle of nowhere, okay? And there's 2 gas stations in this whole place.
So you
Both
weren't like
everywhere.
you weren't trying to be spiteful and just actually shit on someone's grave.
No, there was just nowhere to go to the bathroom, and all I had was Burger King napkins. So I said, I don't want to pull into this person's yard. So I finally pulled into the
Can I
grave.
pull onto this person's grave?
Yeah.
There you have it, people.
I can see Veda with with her location on and grave finder. You know, there's like grave find a grave.
It's the second time a cop has seen my butt. The first time I was swimming next skinny dipping in the Chattanooga Lake, and you're not allowed to be in that area at night.
It was like 20 minutes apart.
And my car
maybe?
gets robbed
That's
while
why you
I'm
were
naked
given
in the
a
lake.
citation,
So that's why the cops
remember?
came in the first
It was
place. So I
back
get
to
a ticket, and then they're trying to find people that robbed my car. It was just a mess.
That's the first time a cop has ever seen your butt.
Well, he actually saw me naked.
Oh, it's not mine. I'm just saying. And I've never been arrested in my life or anything. So
No, aren't
I
you?
was been arrested, but they gave me a ticket saying public what an indecency, some bullshit.
Indecent exposure.
That was what that ticket was. And when I got to court, my face turned purple. The cop was like, "So you were swimming naked in the lake?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm dismissing this. Come on now." I was like, "Thank you. I'm out of here."
It's crazy.
I get caught for the most dumbest stuff, like literally. If a cop were to hit on me, I would deck him. Like, no way, I would never date a cop. That's probably what they were thinking of Katie. Like, I know what Marvin Sr. was thinking. He's probably thinking, damn, police informant, I'm out of here.
cops are not good people in relationships. They're very hard to.
No way. I could never. I'm way too. I live too. I just don't have the lifestyle that would go with a cop. Just saying.
All right, I'm still listening. I'm gonna be back in 1 minute. I just gotta go grab something to drink. That's all. So I'm still listening though.
Okay, are y'all ready? Y'all want me to keep going now? Okay, before we keep going, I think this is where we start. Just right there at the very beginning, I'm literally asked, did you shit on someone's grave? No. Nonsense. So try to twist something fucking else. What she's been doing is she thinks these streams are gone, so she can just tell everybody that I'm shitting on graves. So there's proof right there.
Number one, again, I'm telling you, nonsense didn't put the video out. I did. And I thought it was pretty funny. You went into a cemetery to take a crap. Okay, that's a graveyard. There's graves. It was dark. You'd just been busted by the cops for being naked, for indecent exposure. So then you go into a cemetery and take a crap. What's the lie? Where's the lie? Where's the lie? Oh, wait till you hear some of the other stuff she admits to. This girl, her 2 years of wildness is coming up, by the way. I think it's in this one. It might be in the other one. But yeah. Quit blaming nonsense for what you yourself said.
That didn't happen. And by the way, it got dismissed. Nothing went along with it. All that happened is I had to go to the bathroom out in the country.
No, it was
and
in
there
the
was
cemetery.
two
Big difference.
gas stations. Both of them had out of order bathrooms, and I had to go. I was a mechanic at the time.
You was a
and
mechanic.
I had to go to the bathroom bad.
That's
and I'm
scary.
out in the middle of Egypt, literally have to go to the bathroom. So I pulled into a cemetery. I pulled over to the easement, the little ditch.
Sorry, but
went to
that's
the bathroom.
scary.
A cop was sitting on the hill. He saw me, pulled down, asked me
Nice start,
what I was doing. I
Daisy.
told him how to go to the bathroom. He literally watched me go to the bathroom. He knew what I was doing. And I had got a ticket for indecent exposure, which got dismissed. I have a clean record. Nothing was on my record. So that's the story to that, which that bitch likes to lie about because she has nothing else
Nobody
to go
lied
at me
about
with
it.
because she knows she can't prove any
Where's
of
the
my
lie?
proof is wrong. So, of course, she has to lie and twist stuff.
Okay. Where's the lie?
I know skinny dipping shouldn't be illegal. The second time I got public in indecent exposure, which got dismissed too, was I was swimming. It was the Tennessee River. We were out there and we decided to go skinny dipping. And what? Yes. Hold on. Sorry, guys. My husband.
Okay. Come on now. What are you doing?
Sorry, guys. That was my husband.
You're telling you something.
I have used the woods 1,000 times. I was raised without a inside bathroom or running water in our home. Oh my God, I would die. And why the hell does someone want to talk about that anyway? It's not their business or story to
You
tell.
put it out there and it's funny.
Because they don't have anything
Don't
else.
put it out there if you don't want no one
They
talking
literally
about it.
have nothing else to go
That
at me
is
with.
TMI,
So they
you know what I
decided
mean?
to take this and lie about it once these streams were gone.
There
So
is
that's why I've revived these streams.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Again, I'm going to tell you for the last time, the streams aren't gone. Everybody has it. I put the video, the short little 1 minute video out. Not nonsense. Nonsense didn't lie about it. I didn't lie about it. You took a crap in a cemetery after dark and got caught by the police. Is that not what happened? You just said that's what happened with your Burger King napkins. So please tell me how it's a lie. The best was the Black Forest ham grilled cheese with, oh, you're making me hungry, Stargazer Mom. Oh, a Black Forest ham grilled cheese with Munster cheese and a red wine pear jam. And artichoke pizza with pickled red onions. Had some clunkers too, but that's okay. Oh, now see, now you're making me hungry. That ham sandwich, that grilled ham sandwich sounds so good. But let's get back to Veda. I'm not going to be Molly. I'm not going to eat online because I can't with the eating online like that.
Yeah.
I actually dated a FBI.
I think what Molly sent me was part 1 and 2 of the second stream.
your
I'm going to have
reality
to
show in
get
your
her to
head.
go back and get
We
the
know how
first
you've
stream with
done
Katie
everything.
Joy. I think this is just the
You
stream,
and
part
Molly
1 and
boy
2
have
of
so many things.
nonsense,
It's like,
which is fine.
you did the hell of a
I'll
life
get
in
part
your
1.
life.
I think the part 1 with Katie, Molly might have missed it. I got to find the date for that one so she can find it easy.
A big week at the
You
FBI.
have to.
How long that last?
Really fucking strange.
How long did that last?
Still wet.
Yeah. He's just like Adrian is. Absolutely. And I hate it because I can never, like, I'm trying to get to the good stuff.
Get to the good stuff. I've been waiting for
Notice all my mods are in here. Hi.
a while.
Hi,
For all
all
this
you.
good
Welcome.
stuff that you
I hope you
claim
sub
you're
up to
gonna
Molly Go Lightly.
Make sure you do. Oh, most of them, I mean, like 2 of them came from you. The other 2 came from Aaron. And
Yeah.
then most of them came from watching me and Molly do an interview. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much how I think I got 7 girls now, and they're all from Aaron or you, pretty much.
They give it up.
Well, what happened was each girl was coming to me, and I'm not good with girls. Most of my friends are dudes. You know.
Like hermaphrodites, like Katie.
Oh no, my mods are gorgeous. I
No,
never understood that.
shut up.
Here's the thing: like Katie says she's bi, but she hates every. I'm bi, right? I love women. Well, some women. Please, Danielle, don't come after me. My ex's name is Danielle. But there's some psychos, and luckily, I just wanted all my mods to be sane women.
All you girls need to calm down with the sex.
Huh?
And all you girls need to calm down with the sex.
Justice.
Oh, I know. I put them all in a group chat, and I said,
Thanks
"Go
for
at it."
coming in.
They were all coming to be separate. I said, "I'm going to put you all in a group chat, and if y'all have any problems, here you go." It was so funny. Y'all had to see what I've been dealing with this week. It's been crazy.
Behind every strong.
Okay, question. I talk most of this stream. Do y'all want me to slow it down because I
Okay.
talk so fast and put it on normal speed, or y'all find it in the
Was a
1.25?
hoe? Is that what she said? 2 years she
Let
was
me
a
know real
hoe?
quick because I can tell that I'm talking fast.
And went to the doctor every week to make sure she didn't have nothing? Okay. That's her own words. Each to his own, whatever knocks socks off. But she puts this information that's out there and then she wonders why people talk about it. TMI, did you ever hear about that? Don't tell people this personal stuff about you. Number one, I don't really care that you're bi or not bi, whatever you are. I don't care. It doesn't have anything
it's fine.
to do
All right,
with
let's
what
keep
you're
going.
doing.
Person, there is a story that gave them no choice.
Exactly. And,
And Molly, you
I'm
just
trying
said
to
y'all
settle
gave
down from
you
my whole
can't see
years.
straight.
I was
My
tied
whole
down.
years.
Well, I was tied down by boyfriends from 13 all the way to 22. So I said, you know what? I'm going to be a hoe for 2 years. And it was the best 2 years of my life.
Combined
And I was a gynecologist every fucking week trying to make sure I didn't have an STD. But still, it was so fun. And now I'm married and I'm settled down and I can't have no more fun. I did have 8 boyfriends at one time. That was fun. Okay. I'm going to speed up. No, it was sort of. Hold on. She drives me. Can you believe I was thinking of that Rob Zombie. She makes me think of that whore lady from that music video. She drives me.
I gotta remember that insult though. She looks like they would stamp her face in the gorilla cookies.
The gorilla look. The gorilla.
But it's so crazy because she's like, she'll repeat this same phrase 18 times in her stream. I'm all about the
What
truth
is
and
with
facts
that
and facts and
number
evidence,
18?
no
See,
misinformation.
there it goes again.
While the
There's
whole
something
time
right
after
about
that
that.
sentence and before it,
They
that's all
have
she's
this hang
saying.
up with this
Like, literally.
number 18.
It's weird.
The comments here that you're pulling up, I remember this post. I did a stream about this, and I covered this again, like after this, a couple months after this stream. But this point here, reading these comments that were directed not just about Letitia, but directed directly to Letitia, because Letitia showed up in the comments trying to defend herself and just like
What?
basically
She
trying to
came
appeal
into
to
the
their
comments
human
telling
nature
people
or
to
something.
F
But the
off
people
and
just
stuff.
came
Are you kidding
at her
me?
even harder. It was the most.
Okay, what we're talking about right here is where Nonsense docs Letitia and put
Nonsense.
a lawsuit on here that she knew wasn't relevant to anything from 6 years ago, but she posted it anyway just to have Letitia attacked on her Facebook page.
No, you're wrong.
I gotta say, out of all my years
and
and shit on social media, I've never seen any shit like that. That was just crazy.
It was only me and one other girl in there trying to fight.
EKC, I can call you out for that. Let me tell
And
you
here's what
something.
here's the
EKC, you are so full of crap. Let me tell you, the stuff that you've done to Without a Crystal Ball to Katie Joy. Are you kidding me? The stuff you've done to Katie Joy. How many times did you guys so-called, as you keep calling it, mass flag her videos and try to get her taken down? How many? How many? Think about it. If you can, because I know between all of you, there's not a brain cell there. But come on. Y'all are the biggest hypocrites. It's okay for you, right? You do it all, but nobody can do anything else. And the stuff you're accusing people of didn't happen. And the sad thing is, you know it. But you got those blinders on and you can't see past them.
harassment that they say that didn't happen. But in all of this, and here y'all want to know what the big bomb drop is right here. Katie knew from the moment Letitia got a lawyer that she got a lawyer.
What
Mrs. Doubtfire didn't bother to post was Katie emailing the evidence to the lawyer that Letitia needed. So she knew Letitia had a lawyer. She knew who the lawyer was. She was sending the lawyer evidence, but doesn't bother to tell anybody
the lawyer's name.
Exactly.
And we were like, what the hell are you doing?
No, she knew it. And she's still telling all these people that so that they will be attacked in revenge of her petty ass. That's all that was over.
Number one, I don't think you could even dox a lawyer. But number two, it was in the Facebook groups. Okay, get your facts straight. Why y'all like I tell you, give Katie way too much credit. You give her way too much credit. But you really need to go back and review what really happened in that Facebook group. Remember, Veda, you claimed to have been a part of it all. Okay. You're a cater with a bunch of caterers sitting there. But between the four of you, don't share a brain
So
cell.
this is what this 8 months has been: harassment over somebody getting butthurt and somebody's jealousy over a creator. That is literally what this is about. And a family got punished over it. It's so stupid. And what I'm talking about is Katie being butthurt that the family didn't want anything to do with her because she's an informant for the cops and she gave them the creeps.
Katie has been
I
out
think
of
she
this
was butthurt that
for
the family didn't
months.
want anything to do with her. And in revenge, she was going to take them down. And I think Dre noticed that she was upset about it, took advantage of that, and said, hey, go after them for me. Take them down so their ass doesn't want to come back online to see their son. That's fine with me. I really believe that's what happened.
You mentioned how you think that Katie received a cease and desist from Dre, and I've said that too. But I actually wonder if maybe like that went a little bit beyond the cease and desist, and maybe this was.
You're both wrong because Dre herself has said many times she never had an attorney. She never did any of that. Katie didn't get a cease and desist from Dre or from anybody related to this. Katie has not been a part of this for a very long time. She owned her shit and stepped out. Everything that's been done is by that trash bucket on the top there that is no longer on YouTube. And then, that thing below her, the one that don't have no brain cells, passing along all the misinformation, and we all know what Spanky Boy's about. And Veda, your nickname, Veda Tata, is so fitting. But I'm only giving you a couple more minutes because I got a headache. And I'm going to move on to something else.
Just Katie's way of, like, I don't know, fulfilling her end of some sort of bargain or something, so that she didn't end up with another lawsuit. I'm speculating here, completely speculating here.
Me and you speculated the same exact thing. That's exactly what I said in my mod chat earlier. Ask them. You said directly what I said. That's weird. We have the same conclusion. How weird. In that live, you can tell she's terrified. You can tell she's really shaky and nervous when she did the live about Dre. She's like, y'all want to just keep reminding me of what I did? It's not going to work. And that same night,
her how to beg too, because from her very first video, she was begging for money.
I'm going to try to bear to read a couple of these comments, but I just want y'all to see what she was dealing with. This is from a lady named Kelly Ford. Wow, we all say you're welcome for all the money we sent you. Can you say karma? And then right here, someone says, I'm going to read the little ones. Let's see. Joe, None Your Business says, seriously, I'll entertain it though. Please educate us lost people. What exactly did she do for Vaughn? You must be an expert. Let me see. She helped pay for his care? Nope. Fought in court to the best of her financial ability? No. Went to visit him consistently? No. Reached and helped his wife take care of their children? No. She goes on and on and on, but yet this person's been in my DM saying she's never harassed Letitia. Get fucking real. Okay, next over here.
She was not harassed.
Who the hell are you, Letitia? This is when someone tries to take up for Letitia. Here's what we get. We get attacked.
Honestly, all of that was actually valid points. Not one penny. Not one red cent of all that money raised went towards Marwan, his medical care, or his children. Instead, they attacked his family to the point where Dre couldn't even make her money, her income, to support the family and Marwan. They went to see him one time over the what overnight, 2 days she was there. She got there one day, left the next day. Her own words, she spent a total of 3 hours visiting her biological son. And again, everybody knows, but I'll just say it again. Letitia is Marwan's biological mother. He was adopted by his great-grandmother when he was like 18 months old. That's who raised him. That was his mom and dad, his great-grandparents, whom they never talk about because it doesn't fit their story that they made up. But that was all valid points. They went one time. No one has ever made an attempt to go back.
Right away. So I had posted an example of this. Who the hell are you? Letitia's lawyer, or wait, her PR team, or maybe a Molly minion, or are you sweet on somebody and just girl shy? So it's literally, Aaron, you remember seeing me and a girl, I think her name was Melissa. It was me and her trying to fight these people. So Letitia says, ain't no arguing with a keyboard gangster, because if you notice right here, is that Imagine post up? I can't see it like y'all can. Is the Imagine post the one up? The Imagine comment? I don't think
Letitia
it
will
is.
get mad when people ask her questions.
Let me see.
She started telling
if
people
this
to
is
F off and stuff.
It is a red one. Let me see real quick. I want y'all to see this like for real, because it is.
Yeah, it's just not for me to read.
So hungry.
Molly,
Well,
you're
if you don't
always
go get
hungry.
you a snack, y'all want to take a break?
Well,
No,
I want to, yeah.
Run and take a break real quick, so I'm gonna get a lighter and a drink.
Well, okay.
And I'll speed up and get to the lawyer receipts so y'all can do what you gotta do.
You don't
I'll
have
skip
lawyer
part 1, 2, and 3
receipts.
for you. Since I was late. It was gonna be a good stream though. Just saying.
Well, I mean, it still should be. I mean, you should still put it all together. I mean, in a video or something. Yeah.
Well, part
I just-
2 was going to show where Letitia got scammed and where people were asking for refunds that never donated. Like this one was like, I just want to show you. I'll show you real quick while they're taking a break.
Yeah, I want to clarify that too, because I nonsense something in her stream about how
get back into that. Okay.
people were making the accusation that
I'm
Letitia
just
sent
not.
refunds to accounts.
I can't. I got a headache. All right. I can't. Yeah, I'm done with that. All right, let me read some of the comments while I'm getting this, because I can't get back into that again with them. I want to see if I can go to my video files and download this file. Oh yeah, this guy is. Okay.
Themselves is grooming.
All right. Hey, it's gonna let me work it now. Okay, this guy. I want to read some of the comments before I get into this guy about what we just watched. Potato, I can't really understand why they think they have proved anything. Her and EKC sucks as a real obsession with nonsense, and it's so unhealthy. Yeah, EKC, she has unhealthy obsessions. I mean, she stalks Katie Joy and nonsense. It's unbelievable. I have never seen anybody take 2 and 3 hour lives to go over chats in someone else's videos. Leave the subs alone. Here's the secret, Kathy P. You know what EKC wears that stupid hat? There's a great big hole underneath with nothing inside. Sometimes she wears stuff in her hair, and I'm not trying to be mean, but she's a mom, and she's got to be in her late 40s, mid to late 40s, because her kids, are a little older. But she wears stuff in her hair that my 7.5-year-old wears. Okay, but yeah, there's no brain cells there. Vada just, she has. There's just so much ignorance a person can take. Yeah, Stargazer's mom. People have went on Vada's panel and told her, no, nonsense is not connected to us. She's not us. She doesn't follow us. We're not friends. We don't talk, whatever. And it didn't matter. She still ran with it, and it still runs with it. You can't get through. You cannot get through. I want to back up some of these comments so I can read them. It's more than likely to hide how badly damaged her bleach hair is. She wears hair extensions, you can tell, which is fine. Good for you. I can't wait to get this crap all cut off. It's just too hot in the summertime down here, and it only takes, I'll get it cut short, and by next summer, it'll be back this long again. My hair grows so fast, and it's so thick. Vada's potato is just too freaking much. She will say anything. She took a lot of notes. Well, yeah, you know what? Even Molly told her. She had like not even 200 subs, and she started a Patreon. I think she only had 100. Yeah. And Molly even told her, girl, stop. It's too soon. Slow your roll, dude. Slow down. But from day one, from her very first video, she was asking for donate for money. Molly trains them all. What a dunce. Yeah. PKC has the shared brain cell in this episode. Yeah. The sad part is all of them. Well, Stargazer's mom, good luck to you. I hope you get whatever you're seeking, whatever job you want, and you deserve it. And I hope it all goes well. But I really want that sandwich from the Disney Food Festival you were talking about, because that sounds really good, and I love a good ham and cheese. Cash is so funny. No leggings or knickers. Yeah, Veda didn't get the legging question because she's too stupid. Off to go pee on Kathy P's squirrel's favorite peanut. He knows I feed the squirrels every morning. Please stay safe, all. Wear short shorts. Nonsense, wear short leggings, Kathy P's in her knickers. Cass is a hoot. Okay. If you dare to wear short shorts, never for short shorts. Yeah, I don't think you can get through. I just don't think there's no getting through. I mean, I even asked EKC, I told her, I said, you've been on YouTube a long time and you're stagnant. You know, maybe if you didn't do all the hate and constant videos of Katie Joy, Katie Joy, Katie Joy, and then she popped in nonsense and now she goes nonsense, nonsense, Katie nonsense. And those two aren't connected in any way. She told me that she was good with it because she made the decision to do that content. That she was good with being stagnant. And I'm like, okay. She's been on YouTube, at least 4 or 5 years? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. I don't know. Potato is nuts. She sees things that aren't there. She makes up things. She's delusional. I mean, I get when they say now delusions run deep because, woo. And you know what? She really does. I think she knows, but she don't care. And when you're good and comfortable with lying and outright lying like she does, that's a big red flag for me. But to always resort to calling people the C word, which I think is disgusting, and to calling people vicious and oh I hate them and all that is so immature. And when you resort to the constant swearing and calling people names, you've lost. You've lost. You don't have it. Okay, I want to talk about this video. I might end up doing more than one live on him because there's a couple videos that I didn't get a chance to download where he actually tells children to go against their parents and do what he says. But I want you guys to watch some of his stuff. I'm going to download a couple of them here and tell me what you think. But he's from TikTok and his name is Jeffrey Marsh. Okay, and this one is the real danger to children. It's a trick, people. I'm telling you now, it's a trick.
Teaching children to hate others who have a different background or religion or a different race, that's grooming. Teaching children that God is constantly watching them and judging them so they have a lifetime of pride. And I keep wondering who is real danger to children. Teaching children to hate themselves is grooming.
Marcus, thank you. Oh my God, thank you. Wow. Okay, why did it stop? That's as loud as it'll go. Alright, let's play him. This dude is Jeffrey Marsh, and there's a lot to play on him, so.
Themselves is grooming. Teaching children to hate others who have a different background or religion or a different race. That's grooming. Teaching children that God is constantly watching them and judging them so they have a lifetime of anxiety. That's grooming. And I keep wondering, who is the real danger to children? Teaching children to hate themselves is grooming.
Okay, did you guys hear that? I'm going to download another one. I have several of this guy.
You can't blame the parents. You make these videos and you blame the parents. People can't blame their parents all the time. And my answer is, of course they can. Of course you can. If staying in anger, listen to me. If staying in anger and resentment over the way you were treated helps you get a sense of your own worth for maybe the first time in your life, then please be resentful. Please be angry.
Okay, did you all hear that? He told these kids that they can resent their parents and it's to stay angry. There's more. He does short videos, but he actually tells kids to leave. Okay, wait a minute here. He let me remember that. Okay, let me bring another one. Can you guys hear this? Hear what he's saying now?
My mom didn't say, I'm so proud of you for being the first non-binary person with a major publisher. She didn't say, I'm proud of you for selling a lot of copies. She didn't say, I'm proud of you for a good book where you were vulnerable, something like that. She said, you hurt my feelings. And this sticks out a lot because I told the story of my coming out in the book, and she doesn't look so good in that story. That is manipulation. When a parent tells their child to mitigate how they are telling their own experience because it will hurt their feelings, that is unacceptable. That is immoral. And it is manipulative. When my book...
And there's more. It gets worse with him. I mean, there's a lot. There's a couple that I'm going to try to go right on TikTok and find where he actually tells kids.
A boy or a girl? And I can prove it. So gather around the family, the parents, everybody, answer my questions. You either say boys or girls. Who's usually taller? Oh, boys? Okay. But you've met some short boys, right? You met some tall girls. So usually boys are taller, but not always. Okay. Who likes the color pink? Girls? Okay. But you've met girls who don't like pink. And you met boys who do like pink. So usually girls like pink, but not always. Everything you can think of that makes a boy or makes a girl is usually, but not always. And some of them are not even usually. Where does that leave you? Free. You get to like what you like. You get to be who you are. Maybe you're even like me, and you're not a boy or a girl.
Okay. There are boys and girls, and yes, they can like.
Does. And I know narcissism is a specific diagnosis, so just sidestepping that for a moment, this is what a toxic parent does. They play to the audience, always. So a toxic parent will not pull you aside and say, you seem kind of lonely to me and I really worry about you. Who are you seeing? You know, they won't have a one-to-one conversation with you. They'll wait until the family dinner, the Thanksgiving, the whatever, and in front of an audience they'll say, whatever happened to Ken? Why aren't you dating Ken anymore? They will perform for the audience to try to get other people onto their side against you. And another thing they'll do with an audience is become a different person. So a toxic parent will be very mean to you, very cruel to you, very hard to you in the car on the way to the event. But once they get there and there are other people around, they snap into the most perfect parent you've ever seen, the most loving, the most great, you got to keep the family secrets vibe. Get out of those relationships as soon as you can.
Exactly, Sheree. He is, in my opinion.
Love you.
Thanks for coming in, T. Marie. Okay, now I want to go on TikTok and show y'all some more because it gets worse with him. But he grooms, in my opinion, he grooms children. And he also tells them that it's okay that they hate their parents and are angry all the time. And it's not okay. But I'm going to try to do this without. I don't know if it's going to let me. It's going to cover me up for a minute. But there was something. A couple creators over there. Oh, no. Sorry about that. There's this one that did a really good. He also doesn't like women. He clearly doesn't like women. But I'm going to bring TikTok up on here. It won't let me do anything. What the heck? Sorry, guys. It's messing up. Okay, I got it. Now I want to share. Sorry, I'm just learning this.
Women and children has been used against marginalized people for most of human history. These comments upset me because it's anti-trans, of course, but also it strikes me as anti-your own daughters, anti-young people, anti-women. If you are a young person, if you're a daughter, if you are a woman, would you do me a favor? Please let all of the men in your life know
Yeah,
that
sure,
you
it
can
is
take care of
creepy. He does
yourself.
talk about sex.
Let them know you don't need
There's one other
protecting, and that you
before
especially
because he
don't want
does talk about it, and I didn't
protection
want to get
if it
in trouble
means
with you two.
erasing trans people from public life.
Yes, he says, nothing creepy about that at all. The man in the dress here says that, no, don't worry about protecting your daughter when I walk into the restroom with her. She can handle herself. That's what this guy is saying. She can take care of herself. This is coming from someone who they're saying, oh, your daughter, she doesn't need to be protected. You're infantilizing your daughter by trying to stop grown and in essence, walking into the bathroom, actually abusing them. Meanwhile, this same person would say
Yeah, sure,
that if
that'd be
you
great.
use the wrong pronoun in his presence, you're causing him deep psychological, even physical harm. Here is a person who identifies as both trans and non-binary, and they're explaining why, if you're a parent, you shouldn't be concerned about him going into a restroom with your young daughter. He explains why. Here it is.
I hope everyone's that we need to protect women and children has been used against marginalized people for most of human history. It's got me because it's anti-trans, of course, but also it strikes me as anti-your own daughters, anti-young people, anti-women. If you are a person, if you're a daughter, if you are a woman, would you do me a favor? Please let all of the men in your life know that you can take care of yourself. Let them know you don't need protecting, and that you especially don't want protection if it means erasing trans people from public life.
Yes, he says, nothing creepy about that at all. The man in the dress here says that, no, don't worry about protecting your daughter when I walk into the restroom with her. She can handle herself. That's what this guy is saying. She can take care of herself. This is coming from someone who they're saying, oh, your daughter, she doesn't need to be protected. You're infantilizing your daughter by trying to stop grown men from walking.
There's more on him. There's a lot more on him. But there's this one lady, I'm going to try to find her on here. She does good. He even says about women, or that he doesn't menstruate. He doesn't menstruate because he's biologically a male. But I'll play this one. And let me present it. I mean, I don't always agree.
Of course they can.
Yeah, we know you don't.
Of course you
Okay, I'm
can.
going to play something. I'm just going to leave this picture up
Staying in
here
anger.
so
Listen
you
to me.
guys can see that who I'm talking about. Thank you, Sheree. Sheree sent me this, and it breaks it all down about him. He is off the chain. I mean, he really does groom kids. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, that's just my opinion, I guess.
someone who poses as a threat to children, then people need to talk about this. So Jeffrey Marsh has been exposed again for being an absolute creep. And we all knew that he was a creep before. If you just take a look at some of his TikTok videos where he wants to talk to the kids and he specifically addresses children in his videos. And this is something that Shungran, I hope I'm saying that right, Nessa, who is a well-known
This is who I was talking about,
did
this
a
TikToker.
great job collecting clips on in one of her videos responding to the woke mob who gave her a hard time for daring to expose Jeffrey's creepy and questionable behavior online, just to prove that he is in fact addressing children in his videos.
And these people have also said they are not talking to the kids. Okay, so I did a little bit of digging.
Hi, kids. Hey, kids. I want to talk to the kids. Hi, kids. Hey, kids.
So yeah, there's a lot of videos of them addressing kids.
If an adult is starting off their video with "Hey kids," then that means that they want children watching their videos.
Night was just
But
was
something
that
so
justice?
incredibly
Thanks for
obvious
coming
was just
in.
still not enough to convince the woke mob of Jeffrey's very questionable and creepy behavior online. So Nessa did a second response video because she still kept getting backlash for calling him out and how creepy he is, on how he is constantly.
It's not. Yeah, I have in my family as well, Lorraine, and I knew it's one of the first transgender. Back then they called them, I hate to say the word, transvestites, which I thought was horrible. This was, oh, I was a kid. I was a young teenager. She was beautiful. Um, it's not about him being transgender, though. It's how he talks about the kids and talks to the kids and tries to get them to go against their parents and stay angry at their parents. It's crazy, but I'll keep playing it.
Urging people who may be children who probably watching videos to go no contact and separate themselves from their family.
There are so many content creators still stitching and duetting my videos and showing that Jeffrey Marsh is not creating content for kids. It's apparently for adults. 1 or 2 videos do say, parents watch this video and then pass it to your kids. Or it says parents and kids watch it together. Let me explain why they say that.
I will tell you about going no contact. So, you've decided to go no contact with your family. It's that time of year again when you start thinking about going no contact. I want to encourage you and say something you may not have heard before. You're going to love it. So I'll give you a little tip about going no contact with your family.
And the bloody icing on the bloody cake.
I coach a lot of people one-on-one who want to go no contact with their parents.
And these are just some of the videos. Some. So if Jeffrey Marsh is really wanting to talk to the adults, why are they already saying to the kids, go no contact with your adults or with your guardians? Why? This is why Jeffrey says parents watch this video as well. It's because the parents are not there, because they have already separated the parents from the kids. So the kids are watching Jeffrey's videos separately and most likely privately, because Jeffrey is coaching them too. Jeffrey does one-on-one coaching on how to go no contact with your parents. Oh wait, where have I seen that before? Come on.
And he does that. He actually tells kids to have no contact with their parents. My nephew's gay. He's been gay all his life. It's not about, it's sad what happened. The abuse and the beatings he took. It's awful. You should never, ever harass, make fun of someone because they're gay. I mean, it's insane. Or transgender. Who are we to judge them? I think that is, it's what he's doing with the kids. To me, it seems like he's grooming kids. And in this world, kids already have such a hard time. Exactly. Children have such a hard time with their identities. They don't need this idiot to try to push them. Yeah. And he tells them to be angry with their parents, to have no contact with their parents. It's crazy. And the followers he gets is unbelievable. We'll listen to some more.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Would you bloody look at that? Bloody look at that!
And if that wasn't enough, he's made videos claiming that he'll be their new family
Yeah,
and
he has
that
a
they should come
Patreon.
hang out with him.
If you need a family, you can come hang out with me. They may not see the real you, but that does not mean that you're not real. I love you very much. If you do not have a family that loves you, I'm going to be your family. I am so glad you're here. It is my great honor that you're with me today. I love you so much. Do you know what I love about you? You care so much. If you need a new family, if you need a family that respects your deepest truth, that listens to you, that celebrates you, that doesn't mercilessly make fun of you, as the glue that holds the family together, you're welcome.
I did too, Lawrence, always.
On this page, we will love you unconditionally. I'm glad you're here.
Very unsettling, very creepy, and it's obvious that he is a groomer, but it gets even worse because he then made a TikTok video encouraging people who, again, may be kids and who have parents that messed up to go on over to his Patreon page where they can have intimate and private conversations and where they can spend more connected time together.
Your parents screwed up. It's okay to say so. That's why I made a Patreon, so that we could talk about it, so that we could connect in a way that has more privacy, so that we could talk to each other in a way that's more open and stuff that we wouldn't share, like in the comments of a video like this. I think you're worthy and valuable, and I wanted to spend more connected time with you,
With kids.
together, and hearing your deeply inspiring stories.
It's so incredibly creepy, and there have been so many red flags leading up to this video, but because we live in clown world, groomers like him are protected, or you're gaslit into believing that this type of behavior is harmless, and he's just being nice. And now he's been exposed for content that he's posting on his Patreon. So this is a video where he, once again, encourages vulnerable people to go no contact and separate themselves from their family. Matt Wells tweeted out, Jeffrey Marsh recommends that kids cut off contact with their parents and also says that if their parents are upset about being cut off, then it's just more proof that they should be. This is classic groomer manipulation. This man is an evil scumbag.
If you are attempting to figure out if you want to go no contact, let me give you a tip. Go no contact first before you figured it out. If you tell your mother, for example, you're going to go no contact and she makes it all about her, she says, what the fuck does that mean? She steamrolls over your experience or your emotions. She makes it all about her. She tries to manipulate you with guilt. That is really valuable information about how to proceed. If you go no contact and she says, I love you very much, I respect your decision, please take as much space as you need, I'll be working on myself and I'm ready if you ever want to have contact again. That's helpful information too. Give it a shot.
And if that wasn't bad enough.
Okay, wait a minute. He encourages these kids. Now, I agree with you, Stargazer. This is the problem, though. The way he talks, he makes little things that most parents would say or ask. They're made to believe it's toxic or creating trauma, so they need to go no contact. Yeah, and that's why I've been, like I said, there's a ton of videos I wanted to show. I may even do a second part on him because there's even more. He did a low growth, a $5 Patreon, and he's posting stuff like this in his Patreon. He is a sicko psychopath, that he is a serial killer. I wouldn't let him talk to my children. Number one, Yet my family never once, ever once said one mean word to my nephew or my niece. Ever. They were just accepted. That's what families do. Yes, I know that some don't, but we don't need people like him having access to children. Just like I don't need anyone in school telling my 7-year old what she is. Let her decide what she is. Or my 5-year old.
And if that wasn't bad enough, he's made another video on his Patreon where he wants to talk about sex.
At Domino's, order carryout online or by phone and get any one topping
Oh,
pizza
sorry
for
about the ad.
$7.99 each.
Yeah, you know, that's one thing I did in school, Lorraine. I feel I did that. I hated the bullies. And I always stuck up for the kids that got bullied. Always. And I always befriended them and stayed long-term friends with them.
Skip filling in your card.
I can't do nothing about the ads because it's
Info every time you check
it's
out.
not on, it's on my phone. It's not. Would I ever let my kids watch someone like this? No, me neither. But they do.
I want you to give a quick update on what's going on with Jeffrey Marsh. I know I said that I'm going to stay out of it, but I just have to show you these videos that I found. So once again, a lot of people are saying Jeffrey Marsh is not discussing with kids. Okay?
Yes, he does.
Educate them about the trans community, which, by the way, has nothing to do with sex. Thanks for calling me a whatever you called me. And what did you say? They're not discussing with kids? Okay, let me show you something.
Hello, Patreoners. I want to tell you a story that I never have put on social media, that I never have told to anyone. It's about Jeff and I having sex.
Oh, I don't know if I can put that on YouTube.
But it's actually not about that. It's about having childhood trauma and how for the very longest time, years actually, I couldn't let go of my sex life. So Jeff and I have been together for 12 years now. We've been married for 2, and we've been monogamous that whole time. And the first couple years, it was touch and go about, whether I could relax, whether I could be present for it, whether trauma would come up or not. And it was something we worked through together because we love and care about each other deeply. And I hope that makes you feel less alone. Sex is like a big, scary thing for you, a big, difficult thing for you, big, difficult subject for you. Love you lots. Hope you're doing well. Bye. A birdie. Bye.
So what was that again? What was that video that I watched? That was on Patreon. Jeffrey Marsh doesn't talk about. What, did you just say that?
This is disgusting, and I don't understand how anybody can still be defending Jeffrey at this point. But just to add the cherry on top here, here's one more thing that Nessa found that proves even more that Jeffrey does in fact pose a risk to children online.
Manipulation comes to my brain. So Jeffrey Marsh is teaching these kids, no matter how your parents react, you should still go no contact. And then after the no contact, who will you go to? You need a friend that will keep your secrets and support you and love you like family, right? So these kids will go to Jeffrey Marsh. I don't get what else I'm supposed to show, honestly. Oh, I know what I will show. A warning from a school to keep away from Jeffrey Marsh.
Absolutely astounding and disgusting. I get parent emails like everyone else does about their kids at school.
Nessa's right. If that doesn't convince you that Jeffrey is an unsafe adult, I have no idea what will. But just in case, here's one last video of Jeffrey saying that young people don't need protecting and that they can protect themselves. And what you should do instead is prioritize protecting him and his feelings. And this is done in a way to try to manipulate people to feel guilty about wanting their children to be safe in public spaces.
I hope everyone knows that we need to protect the women and children has been used against marginalized people for most of human history. These comments upset me because it's anti-trans, of course, but also it strikes me as anti your own daughters, anti-young people, anti-women. If you
Dude, you want women done away with.
If you're a daughter, if you are a woman, would you do me a favor?
I'm sorry, ma'am. You want women done away with.
In your life know that you can take care of yourself. Let them know you don't need protecting, and that you especially don't want protection if it means erasing trans people from public life.
The fact that he would even say something like that out loud just shows you how evil and manipulative he is. And he does not have good intentions. Men and women have the responsibility to protect children, and they especially have the responsibility to protect their own children. So compared to the safety of their children, your feelings don't matter. And it's nuts to me that we are living in a world where that is not just common sense. If there is an adult that poses a risk to children, then he or she should be stopped and investigated immediately, because children's safety should always be taking top priority. Well, like Matt Walsh had tweeted out, if they're not going to do anything about Jeffrey, then the only thing we can do is continue to expose him for who he is. So fantastic job to Nessa for raising awareness to this. It's always been known that Jeffrey is an absolute creep and groomer, but the fact that she gave this attention is what got people talking about it. So fantastic job. Kudos to her. And hopefully this exposure has some type of positive effect. But that's it for this video. Thank you very much for your time.
Wow. What do you think? I think I'm going to do some more digging and put together a video on him, because I think he's trying to groom kids. I really do. And I don't want him speaking to my kids. I don't want him speaking to any kids. You never tell kids to go no contact with their family. You never tell kids to stay angry at their parents, that their parents are no good, that their parents are toxic. They're little kids. He's not talking to adults. He addresses in his videos, he even says, for the kids. Hello, kids. And I'm just wondering how many are in his Patreon and seeing these videos. It's a scary thought. But do you guys, what do you think? I mean, this is just my opinion now. But I do believe that he could be dangerous. He could mess with a kid's mind. I'm blown away by it. And I don't understand how he's still on TikTok. Apparently people have tried to get him removed because of his content, but they're not doing anything. And I don't know, I thought TikTok was, I don't know. I guess you can pretty much get away with anything over there. Yeah, he didn't go into detail. I've been watching his, because all his videos are really short, but I don't have access to his Patreon. But I've been watching, and there's so many other creators. Like, that's how I found him, through the ones he was talking about. That's how I found out about him. I blamed Anya for me finding TikTok, because I'd never done TikTok, and she's like, "Oh, you don't know what you're missing." Well, she's right. It's a rabbit hole I climbed down, and now I can't get out of. He reminds me of the guy in the Hannibal movie. Must put the lotion on. Yeah. And he doesn't like women. He has videos about canceling women. He, excuse me. He doesn't like women at all, apparently. What is this coming? I want to see it. I need my glasses. How does it have only to do with women? I would protect my children to my death. I just want them to be healthy and happy no matter what they become. Exactly. But what they don't need, what our kids don't need, is someone like him messing with their heads. Kids might think they can't share things with their parents and share with him. Um, he he aims at little kids. Oh, TikTok is so annoying. I can't watch it. Yeah, I just really, honestly, I've just been researching him, and I've been reading the comments he gets and watching other people's videos about him. And there was so much. There's more that I'm going to put together about him. I'm hoping that I have an open relationship with my two littles, and that they won't be afraid to come and talk to me about anything. I'm trying to, be. I'd rather them come to me than someone like him. Sometimes I'm glad I don't have kids. All that heartache and worry, yeah, it's a lot. I when my son went to school, we didn't have to worry about school shootings and people like him. Um, Unfortunately, he passed away. We lost him when he was 23. But now with these guys, my two here, I'm terrified when I look at my phone when the call's coming in and it's the school. And you can't feel safe anywhere anymore. Totally. I, I just don't like the fact that he keeps telling kids to have no contact and encouraging that. And because their parents tell them about God or anything else, they're toxic and no good. And then it's not okay if the parents that his mom told him that he hurt us. That they is that what he wants to go by, they? Because he doesn't want to be identified as a woman, but he doesn't want to be identified as a male either. So I think it's they. They hurt the mother's feelings, and because the mother said that, she's no good. So glad these platforms weren't around when my kids were young. There were others, but TikTok wasn't around yet. Yeah, see, there was none of this stuff. My son would be in his 40s, so yeah. I mean, they had minimal computer classes, and he was in high school, I think, when I got my first computer. But yeah, there wasn't a lot of this, and he never, he wasn't. He used the computer for what he had to for school and for college, but that was it. I yeah, I think one of the first social network sites I joined was MySpace. Yeah, I'm that old. Kids are impressionable. This is not something they need to hear. I agree. I don't. I have an issue with him. I saw a video yesterday where police went to a wrong address. The guy came out with a gun, pointed at them. He shot. He got shot. Then the wife came out, and they were shooting at her. Luckily, she wasn't killed. Oh my God! He came out with a gun, pointing at the police. What did he think they were gonna do? I mean, if someone comes out pointing a gun at me and I have a weapon, guess what? I'm going home at the end of that day. I'm not gonna stand there and let you shoot me. But I don't know the facts of that. But it sounds, oh wow, that's messed up. Wow. Yeah. You can't come out with pulling a gun and not think you're not gonna get a reaction out of the police. I mean, come on. Yeah, I don't get that. Mm-mm-mm. Was he trying to do what they call an alignment by cop or what? The cops knocked on the door 3 times, notifying who they were. Oh, so he even knew. Wow. Did he think he was going to win the shootout? I mean, I don't get it. Did he want to do an unalignment by police? I, That's some craziness. Because at the end of the day, that officer also has a family to go home to. So they're not going to stand there and let you shoot them. I mean, why would they? And if he pulled it and had it pointed at them, chances are he was going to fire. I mean, why else would he do it? Unless he wanted to do an alignment bite. Can't say the right word because of YouTube, but you know what I mean. Wow, that is crazy. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, coming out with a gun. I don't. You knew who was there. They identified themselves several times. Why would you come out pointing a gun at them? It's almost like you wanted something to happen. I don't know. That's crazy. Mm-mm-mm. No, I'm not doing something like that because I don't want to die. No, I don't want to die. Guns aren't no joke. They're not a toy. People. Mm. I just wish the world could go back the way it was when my son was little. When the police came and you are innocent, why come out with a gun? Exactly. Yeah. Like I said, unless he wanted an unalivement by, you know what I mean? I know they call it S by cop, but my neighbor, she's been my neighbor and my good friend for 17 years. Um, her son-in-law is a sheriff's deputy up here, and they just had their second baby, and she worries every time he's out. He is such a sweetheart. He's such a good dad and husband. Yeah, dude, guns is crazy. It is. But you know that gun can't go off by itself. Do I think they need to somehow have stricter control? Absolutely. It's too easy to get a hold of one. I'm thinking he was doing something illegal and came out. Yeah, something isn't right there. I mean, you know it's the police. Why on earth would you even come out like that? And why were the police there? Did they say why the police were even there? It was a mess. One guy lost his life. We thought now going to have to live with a murmur. Yeah, you know what? Everyone thinks it's, oh well, it don't bother them. Oh yes it does. Oh yes it does. I've talked to my sister-in-law's best friend's husband was a canine officer, and unfortunately he had to use his weapon, and it tore him apart. It's not as easy as they try to make that to be. At least not for all of them. There's bad ones just like there's bad anything. I don't know if he just came out half asleep and opened the door with a gun raised. Wow. Mm. Why would you go out pointing a gun though if someone's knocking at your door? I mean, my husband is a permitted carrier, a legal one, not a supposed one like DHB. He's legal and he does use it for work, but he never answers the door stepping out pointing a gun. I mean, and the part of town he has to drive through to get to and from work down there because he works about 50 miles from where we live, and he has to go through a bad part of town to get to his job site. And he's been attempted carjacked a couple times. And so it's crazy. And at night, the police at the place are gone, so they allow him because he's permitted and he's ex-military and he's licensed there to the hilt. So this world's just crazy. The violence is, it's like life has no meaning. It's crazy. Kids are out there taking lives like it's nothing, and some of them aren't even old enough to register the feelings and everything. It's life has no meaning anymore. I mean, they'll shoot you for $5. It's crazy. You know, back in the day, when they robbed your house, they waited for you to leave. They didn't want you to be home. Not today. Today they want you to be home because they want your cards and your PIN numbers and stuff. It's just insane. I have firearms in my house, but if a cop showed up and I had nothing to hide, the firearms weren't coming out. If I'm just saying, yeah, exactly. They went to the wrong address. Oh, wow. Oh, you know that's really tearing them up then. Holy cow. If he could hear it was the police, he could have asked who they were there for. But if they identified themselves several times, then you had to know it was them. Why would he come up pointing a firearm? Hey, running there, thanks for coming in. Nobody wants to come into my house uninvited. Nope, mine either. Nope, because I'm going to do whatever I can to protect my kids. And I know my husband would. My husband works hard for what we have, and no one has the right to come and take it. My area is pretty safe, but just 5 miles away, direction is line the Wild Wild West. Yeah, our neighborhood, we have the usual teenagers go around breaking into cars. I never leave mine unlocked, so I still don't get people leaving their cars unlocked. But anyway, not a whole lot goes, but that's why I picked this neighborhood. And that's one of the reasons right now we only have one vehicle, so it's really hard because my husband works a crazy shift. He leaves at like lunchtime and then gets home anywhere between 10 and 11 at night. But where he works is over 50 miles away, just one way. And like I said, you have to go through a really bad part of town. And there was no way I'm dragging these two kids out at 10:30 at night, going through that part of town when they tried to contact him. And God, they didn't, and he had his gun. But yeah, I hear you running there. Like I said, people want you to be home now when they rob you. They don't want you. When my son was little, it was like, they cased the place to make sure you weren't home. Every time you turn on the news, all you hear about is another shooting, another mass shooting. It is insane that life has no meaning to some. I mean, come on, you're going to kill somebody over a $5 bag of weed? Are you kidding me? You're going to go to jail for the rest of your life for that. It's just, I remember this was probably about 25 years ago. There was a gang shooting in California. These gang members even had their children, their small children, in the cars with them when they had the shootout. Just thankfully, none of the kids got hit. But why would you even take your children with you? Yeah, I've heard that. about following people home. Yeah. In fact, they tell you to don't always take the same route and stuff like this. Change it up. Yep, that's true. Oh, I'm with your daughter-in-law. Oh my God, that would have scared me too. Cops came to my door at 3 a.m., asked if I was the mother, and I said yes. Grabbed my chest. They laughed. My daughter-in-law had an accident and was going to the hospital. They needed a babysitter. Yeah, that would have scared. Yeah, and so it happens all the time here. Yeah, yeah. I knew DNL meant daughter-in-law. Actually, you just taught me a new abbreviation. Thank you. It's crazy what this world's coming to and what it is. When you can't even feel safe sending your kids to elementary school, it's insane. And now you can't even feel safe sending them off to college. When my son went off to college, we didn't have those problems. Not like today. Well, guys, I can't thank you guys all enough for hanging out with me and for stopping in and celebrate my 1K and being monetized. And thank everybody for the super chats and just for the support. All the subs and all the creators that have showed me support. I really appreciate you. But I'll see you guys on the flip side next time. Thanks for coming in again. Everybody have a good night. Bye.